What's up? What's up? All right, we're gonna film some videos first. We're gonna film a couple videos, 2 videos to be exact. So I have from 1:30 until 5 to be on this stream, okay? The plan is to film 2 videos, however long that takes. Then I'll play some Limbus because I started it and I actually like it. I finished the prologue and I was like, damn, I liked it enough to download it and merge my account on my iPad so I can play in bed. I actually like it quite a bit. I don't know why I thought I didn't like it. You know what's even more fucked up is that I saw Tectone say that he liked it. And then I was like, if Tectone likes this shit, surely I will. And then I was like, hold on, let me reset. Let me check on this one more time. And that's what did it. And then I was like, oh, this is compelling. I like this story. So if you want to blame anybody, blame Tectone. Because literally, I was like, if that man likes it, surely I will. So, so the game plan is, though, before we do that, I have a rule with myself that I have to film 2 videos today. So if you'll indulge me and hang out while I film 2 videos, we can hopefully get at least an hour in of Limbus before 5 o'clock. Because then tomorrow I got to clean the house. I'm clocking out because 5:30 a.m. Friday morning, we're in here with Monster Hunter Wilds. So, and then I'm going to be Monster Hunter Wilden for like at least a week, full stop every day. So I need to give myself some time. What's up, Hen? It's good to see you guys. So if you want to just come in, if you want to just hang out and chill for a little bit, that's cool. I got two plans today. Well, I'm going to play it, and then whatever happens to be with whatever that means. So today's game plan is bad games, great music. I figured it's okay. And bad takes about video game music. What's up, buddy? So those are the 2 videos I'm gonna film. And then we'll get into Limbus. But I gotta do that first. And I didn't just write Limbus to get you to come in here. I just have to prioritize the videos. I actually like that everyone but the MC is voiced. But they're like voiced in like a very convincing way. Alright. So, this video is going to be called... It's going to be called... 7 of the... I won't do all of these, or I'll do these for a second video, but it's like... Something like... Oh shit, my phone's in the other room. It's like... The worst... Something the worst. The worst opinions... These are the 7 worst things... Shit, what the fuck is this title? 7 of the worst things that people... The worst... Oh, shit, I have a... Hold on one sec. I have like a pinned... So I subscribed to this thing called Creator Hooks. And... They're really cool. I really like them. Oh, I think it's here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 7 things people get wrong about video game music. That's the thing I'm like stealing. Or stealing. There's no such thing. So it's this one. 7 things cruises get wrong. Oops. 7 things cruisers get wrong about banned items on a cruise. So I'm going to be like 7 things non-gamers get wrong about video game music. I think this is going to be the working title. So that's the plan for... Also, I woke up at 5. I don't know. My body, it's like Christmas Day. I'm like so excited to get into Wilds. I can't even describe it to you. 7 things. Maybe we'll do 10 things. Just 10 things. 10 things I hate about you. 10 things non-gamers get wrong about video game music. You want to make some Ray Dow pants? I know, but I gotta film these videos first. So if you want to leave and come back, it's probably not gonna be for another 2 hours. But I just have to film these videos, otherwise I will not be able to play Wilds the way I want to. 10 things non-gamers get wrong about video game music is the working title. And let's go through this list and find... First of all, shout out to Tsuki, who's been helping me with like categorizing and organizing shit. Dude, like, is incredible. Like, look at all this. He like does little designs and stuff. What are some things you think people who don't know about video game music, video games in general, get wrong about the subject? You think you'll be done with videos by 3:30? I'd say so. Maybe more like 4. I'm going to give it a real solid hour. I'll give Limbus a solid hour. So if you want to come back at 4 o'clock Eastern, which is in about 2:15-ish, 2 hours and 15 minutes. I mean, it'll be maybe even if it's just half hour. I just wanted to play a little bit with you guys because I was really enjoying it yesterday and I kind of had questions. And, you know, I know that the Limbus community is excitable, so I wanted to be a part of it. A weird take I saw once was video game music is just background music. They said it's a waste of time to look into something that's just in the background while you do something else. As in playing said video game, like there wasn't any type of music in the game at all. Weird, okay. People think video game music is still beepy boppy, and of course they think that kind of music has no value. This isn't helped by the fact that in mainstream TV shows, they'll show a character playing a goddamn PS4 game that somehow has beepy music and say something like, I almost got a high score. Simple, if there aren't any lyrics, then it isn't real music. Who said that? Well, that one tilts me. We'll grab this one. We'll grab this one. What the fuck does that even mean? Video game music is meant to be ignored. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta grab that shit. We'll grab this take. Yeah. The first take is good. Plus that one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna grab that, Garth, there. That's fucking hilarious. We'll grab this. This is the closest thing I'll ever get to drama content, by the way. Let me have this, okay? Let me have this. Oops. Let me have this. Okay? That there is no way that music without lyrics hits as hard. Really? Okay, so this is the second time. You're unable to capture what the composers are saying without words. I've had this argument over and over with friends that aren't musically inclined. They think that the music is cool, but that's the end of it. I cry each and every time I play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, even though I know what happens. The music just hits when I need it to. I compare it to writing allegories or show don't tell, and the curtains are sometimes just blue for the people that argue that music just isn't that deep. When that's incorrect, the musical combined with the visual aspects of the game weave all the context you require. I had these arguments with my mom a lot, and recently she's coming around. She's only playing the original Super Mario and had the idea that games were just silly, killing time things after all these years, coupled with the fact that she only listens to only whatever is or was on the radio. Well, that's, it's a really interesting point, because if you only listen to the radio, all of its lyrics. Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that. The radio only has songs with lyrics. After all, reminder for myself. Earlier games were simple and probably had simple soundtracks to match. That's a little technical, so I'll probably skip this one, but this I really need to read this like video game history book that I've been meaning to read, because I want to be able to talk about the sound fonts a bit better. I think most people are just uneducated on the matter. While video games are more mainstream than they have ever been, video game music still feels like a niche topic. Oh, thank you. Wait, what'd you say? IMO, what? There's tone deaf, but what's it called when people can't understand music if it has no lyrics? I think most people are uneducated. While video games are more mainstream than they've ever been, video game music still feels like a niche topic. It is a niche topic. For example, I've seen an interview with Jarek Reddick, Bowling for Soup, Douglas Fairfield, Kaylin Quinn, Sleeping with Sirens about their contributions to the Sonic soundtracks, because no one outside the video game bubble knows that they sang for those Unleashed Forces and Frontiers. I've also never seen video game music really exist outside of the context of being in a video game. Songs written for films do end up in the charts sometimes, but you'd never hear Drift from Guilty Gear or Cosmic One Psychonauts played on the radio. I went to an arcade bar once. They had cocktails themed after game characters, but they were just playing the same kinds of music you'd hear at any other bar. What? Why? I said, that's like the prime place to... I said offhandedly to a friend that having a playlist of game music would really tie the whole experience together, and his response was something to the effect of, I doubt there'd be enough to choose from. Oh, God. If you told me to put a playlist together for a bar of video game music people would want to vibe and dance to, I'd have too much choice, not too little. I have to synthesize this comment. There are radio stations for video game music. My friend runs one. Several friends, actually. Pretty common misconception I've seen is that all video games are some variant of movie-esque, sweeping, orchestral, upbeat chiptune or playful party stuff. Yeah. Movie-esque, sweeping, orchestral, upbeat chiptune or playful party game stuff. I think it's worth looking into why media defers to representing video games. Yeah, let me write that down, because I might want to talk about that. This is a collection of community responses to a post that I made about bad takes about video games. Video games are dumb, then music inside video games must be dumb too. Ooh, that's an easy grab. We tried playing just game music for many years, but it isn't all good music for a bar. I don't know, though. I don't know that that's true, though. I mean, I know that you tried it, right? So you have like firsthand experience. But really, there's so much EDM now. Well, EDM is more like club music anyway. But so I mean that's fair. I mean you could put in. I think the problem with that though is that it's very programmatic. So like if it you have to find the things that work outside of the context, and I think that's probably where it's hard. I bet. From my experience, people like that often think that video game music isn't worth listening to separately from the game. Oh, that's easy. Totally preach that. Yeah, exactly. If you just put on the Persona 5, any Persona, even though I'm not the biggest fan of some of it, you put Persona out there. That's such a vibe. Acid jazz in general. Video games are dumb. Okay, the most basic thing is that they don't treat it seriously just because of the notion that video game music isn't real music, and they come to it with an all. What does that mean? If you played Pearls from the Cowboy Bebop video game, no one would know the difference at like a nice Italian restaurant. Y'all play Persona soundtracks on repeat for an entire night, your staff will hurt you. Categorizing it as video game music, it is already wrong to separate it. It is music for a person who walks in tact with time. For a person who walks in tact with time, it is necessary to analyze all examples to continue improving taste and not being a snob. Oh, is this a person being mean to me? Categorizing it as video game music, it is already wrong to separate it. It is music. For a person who walks in tact with time, it is necessary to analyze all examples to continue improving taste and not being a snob. I think what they're saying is, that'd be hilarious. I've been called a snob before. I'm not really sure why. Categorizing it as video game music is already wrong to separate it because music is music, and that's a fair point. I can grab this part at least. It is music. Yes, I agree. For a person who walks intact with time, it is necessary to analyze all examples to continue improving taste and not being a snob. Okay. I don't know what that means. You can't dance to all... Well, that's definitely not true. That all video games feel the same. Okay, so what we're dealing with is misconceptions. Well, that's the whole point of the video. Pulling out the receipts. No, that sounds way shittier than I... All right, so those are good takes. So it probably won't be 10 things. Maybe it'll be 5 things non-gamers get wrong about video game music. If there isn't... Oops. Oh, shit. Also, if you've never been to one of these live streams before, hello. I'm sorry I like baited you with your game that I also like at this point. But what I do is I just film a video, talk about it in the moment. Yeah. 5 things. Oh, you ran the bar? That's cool. All right. So let's see. All right. So 5 things. So simple. If there aren't lyrics. Ooh. If there aren't lyrics, it isn't real music. The dragon theme in Woo? Yeah, of course. I already finished the tutorial. It's great. I had no problems. I did the tutorial twice. All right, that's one topic. Video game music is meant to be ignored. video game music isn't as important as the game. You've never heard of a video game bar before? I haven't seen that trailer, no. Okay, barcades are awesome. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I want to word this as the media still thinks beeps and boops are the only thing. No, that's too long. The media misrepresentation and the media misrepresents. Okay, video game music is still misrepresented as something it's not. Hello. Okay. Ooh. You can't dance to video game music. And I will be asking for your help at one point. Who's the media? I think there's just like a, well, I got rid of media actually because it didn't work. But like, I do think that video game music is still misrepresented as something it's not. For instance, there was an article. Hang on, let me see if I can find that article. Cincinnati Beeps and Boops concert. Where was that? Oh, I'm never going to find this article. When was that even? I think it was this one. Heroes of Video Game Symphony for the Cincinnati Symphony. And the article was not just beeps and boops anymore. Yeah, it was this one. Yep. It was this one. Okay, so Heroes of Video Game Symphony. Cincinnati article. I think it, no. There's no way I'm going to find this. This is such an old article. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You can't dance to video game music. And then lastly, yeah, we'll tie back into the idea that video game music isn't real music. And then there's one more here. From my experience, people like to think you can't. Okay. You can't separate the music from the video game. Okay. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. 6 things. Well, so some of these are not non-gamers. So six things. 6 things people get wrong about video game music. Yeah, that's good. All right, 6 things people get wrong about video game music. All right. All right. Oop. Okay. Cool. Let's. Hello. I like misconceptions, but wrong is the thing that sells the video. Unfortunately, we have to use language that points. Unfortunately, but misconceptions works too, though. Okay. Okay, chat. Now is where you come in. If there aren't any lyrics, it isn't real music. Give me like 2 examples that I'll just clip from that doesn't have lyrics. That's amazing. Can be popular, can be whatever. Just dump them in chat. I'll just grab 2. Is Wagner not music? Well, technically Wagner has lyrics. Some of it doesn't. Mechanicus would be interesting. Okay. It isn't real music. What a fascinating thing to say. Any video game music. No, but video games. Video games. I've heard of the Ultra Kill update, but I just haven't watched it yet. But yeah, we'll do. That's pretty. What's up? I'm just doing. I'm filming 2 videos before hopping into Limbus Company. I mean, this is obvious, but the fact that people have said this. Xanarkin does not have lyrics. It does. Could just do. I mean, Ludwig is a pretty good example. But these are both like classical though. Well, what is real music anyway? What the fuck does that even mean? You know what? I'm gonna do The Skies Above is a lyrical version. Well, okay, fine. What's a rose and a phantom? Oh, I see. No, but I want to keep it modern just because. Well, that's not true, actually. Hold on. Yeah, I think that might actually not help us in this particular case. I'm playing Limbus, but not yet. Let's do. Sure, we'll do. Well, no, these are both piano. Then I'll do. Right. Cramming, you're under my name again. If there aren't lyrics, it isn't real music. Let me just do like The Outer Wilds. Longing from Unravel. Sure. We'll do one more. And then I'll do what's a pop piece? I'll just do The Only Thing They Fear Is You. Video game music is meant to be ignored. Okay, I probably won't use music for this one. What does that even mean? Video game music is meant to be ignored. What? Video game music is meant to be ignored. Like it's not there to be paid attention to. Okay, so I can talk about the difference between ambient music. Ambient music is a key part of storytelling. He turns friends turns off the music because it adds nothing to it because it's bad. It doesn't add anything. Oh no. Yeah, well, actually this is interesting. So then I can see people who there are people who will turn it off. Don't get influenced emotionally. I can sort of be on board with that, but it's very strange. Video game music isn't as important as the game. Brownie analogy, I'll get into that. The importance of music in enhancing storytelling experience. Oh, actually, I'm gonna throw in a Dead Space track. Chat, what's a really good horror theme that plays? Oh, no. Never mind. I got it. I'll reference something from Silent Hill 2. Never mind. Sorry. Okay. Video game music, the brownie analogy. Yes. Video game music is still misrepresented as something it's not. Chiptune, advancements in MIDI, moving through orchestral, EDM, every genre imaginable, including chiptune reinterpretation or homage. Okay, you can't dance to video game music. Prime example would be Versus Yino, Under Dimension from PGR. What's another dance track? Oh yeah, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Oh, I should do something from Rift of the Necrodancer, actually. Persona is giving me problems. The Persona video. So get this. I got a false claim yesterday on Dragonborn from Skyrim. And get this. Not from Bethesda. I follow up with a, what's it called? When you, basically I was saying that's not you. And then they go, yes, it is. I'm like, bitch, it is not you. But now I got my hands tied. So I can't do anything about it. I disputed. I reached out to Bethesda. They said we can't do anything about it because it's not us. So now there's some random Taiwanese company that's claiming ownership over Dragonborn. And if I appeal, they've already denied the claim and said that and upheld the claim, which means that I will literally, potentially, get struck. And so I just have to sit there. You know, it's not about money. Not really. I mean, like, it is obviously because it's my job. But like, look at this. Let me just show you what sharing. Let me just show you what sharing revenue looks like. Look at this. This video has done very well since February 20th. So it's been 6 days. Amazing. 42,000 views. Terrific. 73 cents. Unbelievable. Really should be closer to $60 to $80. Awful. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Oh, cool. Well, we're going to be playing it. We're going to be playing it. So that's different. I could tell you, how much did that cost my editor? How much did it cost my editor to make that, to edit that video? Let's see, just for the sake of, you know, playing. Yes, playing. We're going to play Limbus. So that ranking video, well, it took me an hour and a half to film. And then that video took 15 hours to edit. And I made 75 cents. Because of a false claim that they claim was accurate. Fucking terrible. Anyway. Okay, all right, sorry. So, I'll just grab an Alex Mukala track because he's my buddy. The Guess Who song. You hear me? I'm making that video right now. I'm just gathering it a little bit and then moving forward. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. We can make an argument for near, but actually, it's a great. Actually, that's great. Chaos language, not real. Okay. Hello. Okay. Versus Eno from No Straight Roads, Under Dimension. Sorry, what was another fun dance track? I want Citus? Something from Citus. Shit. Was it oh, oh, Sonic Mania Stardust. Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually. Sonic Mania Stardust Speedway. Sure. Can't do Undertale. Okay, and then you can't separate music from the video game. This is really interesting to me. So I think you can't separate music from the video game. I mean, to a degree, that's kind of a fair point. But that's not true, though. Okay, wait. So if someone says you can't separate the music from the video game, do you love the new profile picture? Thank you. You can't separate music from the video game. Well, so I come at this from two different angles. Right, those are good questions there, Lineker. We can extract music and enjoy it and think about it in a deeper way. The sentence sounds more like a video game can't exist without music. Oh, I see what you mean. Meaning, I see. So we should change the title. Yeah, that's a good point, Spiro. So you can't separate the music from the video game, meaning music without the game, the video game, is pointless? Something like that. extract music and enjoy it and think about it. So that's one way. Music without reason. If this were true, they wouldn't sell out video game concerts every single time. Music without the video game is pointless. Extract music and enjoy it and think about it in a deeper way. What's up, Chalmers? What's up, guys? I don't know if you guys play Warframe. I gotta give you a shout out. I do it every time. But my buddy Matthew Chalmers is here. Matthew Chalmers is the composer for Warframe. We are grateful for his incredible contributions to the Warframe music community and the community of video games at large. What's up, buddy? Yo, Matt, do you want to come on the channel and listen to terrible video game music with me? I just had a really good idea earlier today because I was with Chuck Salomon, who did the Hylix 2 soundtrack, and we were listening to weird music together. Do you want to come on and just listen to like really bad video game music and like talk about it? Don't worry, we won't include any of yours. Could you imagine? So I brought you here. Let's listen to exactly like Crazy Bus. I don't want to listen to that shit by myself again. There's a lot, dude. Yo, you know, subjectively bad, right? Except Jesus Christ, Joel, thank you. So here's the latest Warframe track. Yeah. Thanks, Joel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You saw my 73 cents and took pity. All right. So, all right. I think we have a pretty good idea here. And what I'll do is I'll weave in and out of this. Music without video games is pointless. I will talk about listening to music in the car and how it can change lives, actually, even without the video game. Thing is, this is an opinion piece because at the end of the day, like if someone, oops, I just accidentally started Lord of the Rings Online. If someone disagrees, they're going to disagree. So it's kind of moot point. You know what I mean? So let's get to filming. Hi. All right. You know, I got into a lot of shit for doing the Persona stuff on that video where I ranked it pretty badly. That video got claimed too. It's like, really? Find your way? Really? So stupid. Thanks, Joel. I appreciate that a ton. Oops. All right, we're going to film. Let me turn on this light. We got to get to Limbus. No, of course it elevates the context. I don't disagree at all. I used to, but I mean, context is really important. But can't have opinions. Can't opinion shit. Oh. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's film. Let's film, guys. No, my dog, the door's closed. Ooh, I need an introduction. Oh, no, we can't start yet. If you ever start a YouTube channel, never just raw dog it. You gotta... I said what I said. 10? Oh, Corbin, thank you. This is how the sausage is made. Marcy, yes. And then my immersion is shattered. Do I have a YouTube channel? I have 3 because I'm crazy. Actually, can we watch the video that made me think about this idea? 7 things cruisers get wrong about... Let's see, was it this one? Yeah. Damn, she blew up.
Whether you have an inside cabin...
That's a really nice video for her, by the way. Oh, God, she's like... See, cruises are evergreen content. Talking about niche.
Whether you have an...
Right.
All right. We need to clear up a few things and even dispel a few rumors that are going around. There are some items that maybe it might be a little bit confusing as to what is and what isn't banned on a cruise and when you travel.
Okay. All right, I can do something like that. Don't copy people word for word. John Meatball. Could you imagine? Can we transit? I brought y'all here not to play Limbus, but to actually watch a woman make her cruise ship content. All right. Hello, Nathan. Nathan, we're going to be stopping and starting as we go. This is kind of a mess. I have some chicken scratch, but I'm just going to wing it. So you're going to have to do some cuts and you know what's going on. All right. Video game music, no. See, no. I need to write an intro. If this is the only thing I filmed today, and if I allow myself to film one thing tomorrow, I'm going to try to film 2 things. I know the hype for Limbus is real right now. I don't want to disappoint you. We'll definitely get into Limbus, at least for an hour. So just ride the wave with me here as I figure this out. No raw dogging. That's what it's called. I mean, that's what it's called when you just push play. Just raw dogging. This topic reminds me of my reaction to 14.3. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that on there. I love that piece. You can't tell me that's emotional. Okay, look, I get it. A coworker of mine called drinking coffee without milk and sugar as raw dogging it, and now using that phrase every chance I get. That's terrific. I mean, yeah, anyway, we're not going to get into that. Look, I get it. There are a lot of opinions and misconceptions when it comes to video games and video game music. What's up, Mona? Yeah, that's exactly what. How should I start? You know what? Fuck your opinion. Fuck your opinion. You're wrong about what you think about video game music. Yeah, that'll go over super well. Thank you. Definitely be called a rage baiter. At that point, it's just rage. It's not even baiting. It's just rage. Look, I get it. There's a lot of opinions and misconceptions when it comes to video games and video game music. But I also think that people... Am I a big fan of beans? What the fuck? I do enjoy, you know, your fair share of kidney beans or garbanzo. Yeah. Make you a little gassy, though. You know. Look, I get it. There's a lot of opinions and misconceptions when it comes to video games and video game music. Today, my hope is that maybe we can dispel some of the things you might have heard or even said yourself when it comes to video games, when it comes to the music of video games. There's a lot of opinions and misconceptions when it comes to video games and video game music. Today, my hope is that maybe we can dispel some of the things you might have heard or even said yourself when it comes to music and video games, to the music of video games. Here's 6 things people get wrong. Beans! What the fuck? Here's 6 things people get wrong about video game music. And a whole lot of opinions from me, a former professional opera singer who very much loves video game music, video games, and video game music. How many times can one say video game music in one fucking sentence? Okay, in one paragraph, I said it 5 times. Look, I get it. There's a lot of opinions and misconceptions when it comes to video games and video game music. Today, my hope is that maybe we can dispel some of the things you might have heard or even said yourself when it comes to this particular topic. No, it said yourself about when it comes to the music of video games. Here's 6 things people get wrong about video game music and a whole lot of opinions and a whole bunch of opinions and a whole bunch. Go to your train. Go to your train. I'm sorry you'll miss it. When it comes, a whole bunch of opinions from me, a former professional entrepreneur who very much loves video games and their music. Yeah, that's great. All right. Video game music. Video game music. Oh, I need to put this on the prompter. I'll take it. This is fine. Whoop. Thanks for your patience, guys. I swear we're going to listen. We're going to play. What's up, Luke? We're going to play Limbus Company. I just have to film these videos. Otherwise, I will feel unproductive and I won't be able to take a week to play Monster Hunter Wild every day. So just let me have this. You weren't supposed to see that introduction. That was for my adult video game video. That is a surprise to you. Look, I get it. There are a lot of opinions and misconceptions when it comes to video games and video game music. Today, my hope is that maybe we can dispel some of the things you might have heard or even said yourself when it comes to music of video games. Here's 6 things people get wrong about video game music and a whole lot of opinion from me, a former professional opera singer who loves video games and their music. Nailed it. All right, here we go. If there aren't lyrics, it isn't real music. Holy shit, I don't even know where to start with that one. That's just not true. That's simply not true. How can anybody say that? I mean, no offense if you feel that way, but like, what is your definition of music? Because music spans hundreds of different genres and styles. Now, granted, I'll give you something. I'll give you the fact that real music on the radio is perforated with lyrics. And so naturally, lyrics do help us connect to stories in their music better. Lyrics, their purpose is to help tell the story, much like in the same way that instrumental music is there to help us tell a story. So if you don't really spend a lot of time listening to classical music or music, not even classical music, like a banjo music or heavy metal that doesn't have lyrics, I could get why that's like a feeling that you have. But lyrics don't music make. They're just a part of it. Lyrics tell a story, just like music itself does. And I wanted to come at you with a couple examples. Okay, now we're... Cut. All right, let's grab some examples here. Let's see. See you, JC. So, for instance, let's say you love Metallica or you love like heavy metal. Well, have you ever heard of Key Gen Church and Tenebroso Sangue from Ultra Kill? Well, maybe you haven't, but just listen to some of this. Did you feel anything while listening to that? Like, was that a piece that you felt like needed lyrics in order to move you, in order to make you feel invigorated, challenged, like you're fighting against hordes of demons? Was there any part of that that you felt was lacking because there weren't lyrics in it? Did you feel like that needed lyrics for the lyrics to say, hey, we're off to war, we're fighting this thing, oh, I'm in hell, can you hear the organ, I'm really excited, not to be I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but my point is that like that piece in and of itself like sets us up with a sense of excitement. There's a tension in that. The organ makes it feel like it's, old. There's a quality in it of danger. There's an intensity in it. And that intensity, I don't think needs lyrics in order to tell the story of this battle, like it has that intensity, and that's all you really need to know. You don't need to sit here. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need to think about the chords. You don't need to think about anything except maybe if you wanted to, you could isolate the different instruments that are being used, right? That would be fun, right? Maybe. But the idea that lyrics not being in a piece of music means that music isn't real, or is it, and what does that even mean? What does real music even mean? What is that? What does that mean? I just that's okay. All right. Well, for the sake of argument, what if we listen to Gwyn, Lord of Cinder from Dark Souls? Prime example. Do you feel like the innate sense of sadness in that piece? Do you feel like that piece naturally, because of the way that the piano keys are being used and the upper register in the right hand and the middle register in the left hand, there's a quality of space in it. There's a feeling of immense sadness in that piece, of regret, of a feeling like everything that you've ever loved or everything you've ever wanted has slipped through your fingers. That to me is what a piece that piece calls to me in that regard. And that I also is another prime example of how I don't know that lyrics are really a necessity. Now let's get one thing straight. Having lyrics in a piece of music will help us understand and connect to something more without a shadow of a doubt. But to imply or even suggest that the only real music is music with lyrics is a very short-sighted, and I think it lacks a little bit of nuance, because it's really not true. I mean, music has been around for thousands of years, and not all of it had lyrics. That's a very singular look at possibly just what's on the radio. Because an example in the sphere of An example in the sphere of video games with lyrics is Nier Automata and Nier Replicant / Gestalt. Those lyrics are in the Chaos language, a made-up language based on many different Romance languages. Do you know what those lyrics are or what they mean? Probably not. But I wonder if you can pick up on some of the subtlety being sung here. Oh, good old Kindness Salvation. Who the fuck is... Oh, sorry. Now that's interesting to me because that has a lot of the same feelings that we may pull from the piece that we just heard, Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. It's a little bit different, a little bit more sentimental, obviously much more feminine. There's a quality in that sound that's really gentle and light. There's an elegance to it with Emmy Evans' singing. There's a feeling of loss, not dissimilar to that of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. There's a feeling of seeking something out and reaching out your hand and not being able to get to it. But this has lyrics. And I don't think that this is any more better or worse than the other two examples I've played for you. Not only that, but also I just don't really agree with the idea that the only good music or the only real music that we, can really connect with on an emotional level is strictly music based around lyrics. That just defies hundreds of years of musical study, and it defies 100 years of musical history. Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, Verdi, Bellini, Rossini, Berg, Gounod. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of folks that, yes, wrote lyrical music, wrote music for the church, wrote operas, wrote art songs, but they also wrote music that was instrumental, string quartets, orchestras, symphonic performances, Chopin polonaises, Chopin preludes, you name it. Some of the most powerful pieces of music I've ever heard are actually piano pieces that have no lyrics. Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2, one of my childhood favorite songs, or the Nocturne, or any of the Nocturnes by Chopin. The thing is that some of the most famous music doesn't have lyrics. 2001: A Space Odyssey, Also sprach Zarathustra by Richard Strauss. No lyrics detected, and yet I guarantee you would know exactly what that feels like when you're experiencing that piece. The ascension of rising into the stratosphere. So, I think that this is an incorrect take. Ooh, this is kind of hard. Video game music is meant to be ignored. Now that's a statement. Video game music is meant to be ignored. How do you ignore it? What do you mean? Do you mean no, hold on. That's not how you would do that in a video. Sorry. Video game music is meant to be ignored. Now that's a take. Video game music is meant to be ignored? I don't think so. Now you may want to ignore it, but and theoretically, if you want to turn off your volume and let the journey take you along without the music indicating to you how you should think or feel, I can't discredit that. I mean, as a former professional opera singer, and yes, I love telling people that that's what I used to do. Watch any video and I'll let you know. It's fair. It's fair. I've actually recently done that with a video game. I turned the music off because the sound design was so phenomenal that it actually pulled me away and out of the experience. That being said, I don't necessarily agree that video game music is meant to be ignored. Video game music is a fundamentally important part. Well, music is a fundamentally important part to the video game experience. Ambient music that we hear in World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy XIV's melodic, gorgeous background music. Any of that stuff is fundamentally important to the story structure. Think of a game like The Outer Wilds. When music appears in that game, it's intentional and very well thought out. It's there to make you feel at home and safe and protected. Or any Final Fantasy game, which is supposed to make you feel like you're in the environment, living the world and experiencing it as you should. I find that MMOs especially, there's a constant musical language, and each MMO has its own unique sound print that wants you to feel a certain way. But to have it be ignored is sort of like saying you only want to eat a slice of the pie, but not the... Wait, no, shit. No, I got all tripped up. Hold on. Ooh. Video game music is meant to be ignored. Let me just find my way back. Hold on. This is what happens when you don't script. I just can't get behind the idea that you can actually ignore a track like this while playing something like Silent Hill 2. Hold on one sec. Which one is the one? Nope. 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 One sec, guys. Sorry. It's in Silent Hill 2 when you're in the apartments. It's the really crunchy track. I think it's... Oh wait, I think here it is. Yeah, I think it's... Oh yeah, here it is. Apartment building. Yeah, here it is. It's Woodside apartment building. Ain't no way you didn't hear that in the background of playing Silent Hill 2 and nearly shit yourself, because I certainly did. I just can't fathom an idea that there's video game music is meant to be ignored, because so much of it is like integral to the experience. You may think you're ignoring it, but it's actually permeating inside of you and actually affecting the way that you experience the game. I mean, there's just no way, unless you turn it off and you don't want it to like influence how you feel. I can kind of get behind that, and I don't discredit that idea, but the idea that music should be ignored and then it's just sort of there and it's like whatever. It's like, no, horror games distinctly use music in order to compel us to feel a certain way, and all games do that. I mean, their purpose is to move us, to make us feel a connection, you know. And I find it very interesting that there are people that believe that sentiment, because I can't really get behind it. Yeah. Video game music isn't as important as the game. So this is an interesting thought. On the one hand, It's a game. What do you need in order to have a game? Gameplay. I can't even really discredit that. That's a fair statement. But I kind of look at video games and video game music like a brownie. Let's say you make yourself a delicious brownie, or you buy a delicious brownie. It's perfect. Chocolatey, gooey, lots of chocolate chips. It's crunchy, it's moist, it's soft, it's delicious. Chocolate. It's great on its own, right? But now let's say you add a beautiful layer of cream cheese frosting. Cream cheese frosting just permeates your mouth when you eat this thing. It's perfect. It elevates this brownie to like another dimension. Suddenly it becomes a deliciously good brownie that you bought to literally, or made to literally the best thing ever. That's how much music influenced the gameplay experience. You can't just have one without the other. Music is fundamentally important to storytelling beats, to connecting us to characters, to allowing us to feel the emotions we want characters to feel, or to connecting us to emotions that we want, that the gameplay and compose. What am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought. Shit. I was trying to say. I totally blanked. Jesus. I'm tired. I woke up at 5. Getting ready for Wilds. I'm like so excited. It's like Christmas. Video game music and gameplay are fundamentally a united front. Their goal ultimately is to make us feel, to connect us to musical experiences, to connect us to storytelling experiences, to relate to our characters that we're interacting with, to explain and showcase intense situations, to elevate those situations. Because imagine going through a World War II shooter with no music. It would just be sound. And maybe that would be kind of cool because you could place yourself in the environment. I mean, there was no soundtrack during World War II, right? Of course. But on the flip side, it's incredible how music can actually dictate subtext to us. We can connect to characters and their thoughts and their feelings more deeply because of the music helping us to understand what the characters' perspectives are. Video game music is as important to the game. It's fundamentally an asset and something that is desperately needed in order to elevate a gaming experience. Yes, of course, a game has to have good gameplay in order to be played. That's just the fundamental fact. But I really think that the game wouldn't be as good without music. You may disagree, but you're wrong. But fundamentally, I just can't get behind that idea. I just can't get behind that idea. Okay, let's see. Video game music is still misrepresented as something it's not. You still see it. You still see the idea that, it's funny because right now we're in a time where if you go to any video game music concert, it is almost always completely sold out. Maybe there's like a few seats left, but in general, video game music is not just on the TV. It's changed a lot. It's not just beeps and boops. And it's not even to say that beeps and boops aren't great. It's just that we live in a time now where every single genre exists within the space of video game music. It's incredible how big this bubble actually is. Every time I've invited a non-gamer to come and listen to video game music, more often than not, the thing that they say is that they feel sometimes that they are shackled by the rigidness of the classical music industry, especially if they're a performer or a musician. Now, video games, if you want EDM, you can have EDM. If you want classical, you can have classical. If you want chiptune and that old 80s, 90s sound, you can have it. We can also mix all of those things together and create new identities, which is actually really interesting because because of the nature of the digital aspect of gaming, the world is our oyster. I mean, yeah, sometimes you hear classical music mixed with hip hop, and that's really cool out in the modern mainstream perspective, where you hear like electric swing, or you hear, jazz fusion, or, sort of takes on exotic music using sitar and other instruments. And it's a really interesting time, but I do think that video games is actually the home of a lot of advancements when it comes to experimentation. And not experimentation like in an academic sense, but experimentation when it comes to, really trying to tell a story through emotion and through music. Emotion and music are synonymous. They're abundantly important. You can't just compose a piece without putting feeling into it. Really, no composer does that in their right mind anyway. And so the idea that we're still lagging behind, and that like video games need some sort of a boost in order for their sounds to be justified, is actually a really crazy thing to me. And they're not beeps and boops anymore. Some may say that beeps and boops sound was the golden age of video game music, and that's the truest sense of video games as a sound font. That the music of the 80s, late 80s, early 90s is really where video games were at their most experimental because of the technology limitations. And to that I actually agree with. But we've come a long way. And it's interesting because now video games are actually hearkening all the way back to classical music. And we do hear classical sweeping orchestral suites and so on and so forth in modern video games. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. It's just really interesting how far we've come. We've actually circled all the way back now that we have the capacity to do it with live concerts and recorded orchestras and recorded ensembles and so on and so forth. But again, the genre push here is incredible. If you want big band jazz, you've got it. You want hip hop, you've got it. You want swing, you've got it. You want classical, you've got it. I mean, the possibilities are kind of endless when it comes to music and video games, and it's really, really, really fascinating. And I hope that as things continue to move forward, we have a sort of awakening in it's just fascinating. There's so much money that comes in from games, and games make more money than movies at this point. And yet games are still like the weird stepbrother over in the corner that's like, hey, it's me, mom, dad, love me too. I don't get it. I don't get why that is. It's also interesting because, movie music over the last couple, maybe last 5-10 years has become pretty generic. Like, yeah, it helps tell the story. It helps move the story along. It's well produced because there's so much money backing it. But it ultimately is kind of forgettable. I can't remember the last movie I saw where I was actively thinking about the themes afterwards musically. Maybe Avengers? Maybe anything that Michael Giacchino does. But in general, video games, though, have this melodic identity. They keep us glued to our TVs. They guide us along on our journey. And they repeat in a way that enables them to be earworms and be stuck in our hearts and in our minds and connect us to characters, whether we're playing the game concurrently or thinking about them when we lay down in bed after a long day. Music really does take the cake. Now, obviously not everything, but how many of you boot up Modern Warfare 3 or something and you hear that main menu and that main menu theme? Or let's say you booted up Assassin's Creed Valhalla when it was out, when it was like mainstream, and you play the main theme or whatever. Like these modern games that people don't really think about having really good music or whatever actually have great soundtracks. And the main menus of those two games that I mentioned are still ones that you will think about, even if you may not be able to hum them. They still permeate. That's because also, we're around them all the time. People boot up Modern Warfare 3 every day to play it. You know what I mean? So like the idea that video games are somehow, and video game music is somehow like this archaic thing that hasn't evolved in the last 40 years is crazy. It's amazing how we're able to, hold on. I looked at my notes and then I lost my place. Ooh. And it's amazing how like people call things beeps and boops and it's no longer beeps and boops, and it's like it hasn't been beeps and boops for so long, to the point that we're actually rearranging those beeps and boops into a modern style. So we have chiptune, but in a modern digital way. And those things are actually like elevated now, maybe even more than they were in the 80s and 90s, when that was the only way that you could produce music and on the computer and stuff. So it's just fascinating. Yeah. I already did the tutorial. I'm on episode 1, chapter 1. It's all good. If EGM has lyrics you do not understand, does it make you wonder what weight it adds? When I don't understand lyrics, it mostly just becomes a color and a texture. The tutorial was perfectly fine. It made me convinced to play it. All right, now we're almost done. You can't dance to video game music. Well, frankly, I haven't gone to a club in probably about 15 years, so I can't actually tell you whether or not that's a valid argument. But I've listened to enough EDM and fun dance music to actually counter this with some examples. Let's see. Here's versus Yino from Here's versus Yinu from No Straight Roads, the EDM version. Oh, chiptune. In a modern time? That can't be. Hold on one sec, Jay. I'm going to fast forward. Come on, you weren't not bopping your head. It would be absurd to not bop your head to that. Or what about Sonic Mania Stardust Speedway Zone Act 1? I mean, nothing like rolling up next to your honey and bop into this piece. But what about this one from Rift of the Necrodancer? It's called Amalgamaniac by Alex Mukala. I don't know, man. That just makes me want to move. It's amazing. So, I think it's just a question of like finding the pieces, but they're out there. The pieces to dance to are absolutely available to you. They are out there. You just need to find them. There's so many awesome tracks that are dance focused and EDM focused. And there's a whole sector of people making video game music that's based around clubbing and dancing. And look at a person like James Landino. That's one of the composers we listened to today from Versus Yino. All of his music is based around dance club identity. And that's an amazing thing. Again, the idea that video game music, it spans so many different genres. I may come at this from a classical music perspective, and that would be maybe where my heart is. But there's no denying that there is a whole subsector of people that also appreciate and value dance music in their video games too. Look at any rhythm game that's naturally going to have a faster BPM that will actually move you and maybe even get you up out of your chair, or maybe even be able to be performed at a club. I've seen James has DJ'd his own music at a club. So it's definitely possible. And people have been dancing in those clips. Music without the video game is pointless. This one's really interesting to me because I really just don't agree. So much of my enjoyment has been derived from listening to music outside of its given context. To the point that I don't believe that context is necessarily the end-all be-all when it comes to gaming experiences. Now, I know that your average person may disagree with me, and that's really okay. I really believe that there are multiple ways to approach it. You can approach it from the angle of playing the game first, experiencing the game, and then listening to that soundtrack afterwards and being like, okay, so this is why I like this, or this makes me think of this character, or this makes me think of this, and that, and the other. Or you approach it by listening to the music first, being like, wow, I wonder what this is going to look like, and then playing it and experiencing the context of it. That's magic. When you make your own assumptions or your own thought processes about why something is the way it is, and then actually discover what the truth is, that opens up so much mental possibility, and it opens that mental door into seeing something come to life. I used to do this a lot as an opera singer. I would listen to a piece of music, study it because I was singing it, and then when I actually experienced the context of it, it was like, wow, that is so cool. Most of my childhood was listening to music from Final Fantasy out of context, and I always felt like I connected more to the story experience because of listening to the music outside of the game-specific instance. I think that to say that music without a video game is pointless is sad, because I just don't believe that. There's so much joy that can come from listening to something that you've had an incredibly positive and intense emotional experience with, whatever the emotion you felt while playing the gaming experience, and then taking it away, and then coming back to it later and mixing the two together. You mix your lived context with in-game context, and I really think that opens so much potential for enjoyment and for delight and for discovery. Discovering things about yourself, discovering things about your favorite characters, discovering stuff about music itself. So, these are 6 things that I think people get wrong about video game music. I may not change your mind. That's not really my point. I just wanted to come on here and bitch and moan about it. No, I just wanted to come here and really express my own personal opinion about some of these pieces, because some of these statements, I should say. I really just wanted to come on here and talk about some of these statements, because it's crazy how much is out there and how many ideas exist about music. And while no one is always going to agree with me about my perspective about music, I do think it's important to at least be able to be open and honest about it. So if you have a hot take about video game music that you've been afraid to share, I can't guarantee that the YouTube comments won't actually fight you about it, but I certainly won't. I'd love to hear what your hot takes are, and maybe did this video change your mind about those hot takes? Maybe it didn't. Maybe it reinforced them. That's totally okay. We're all individuals with our own different feelings and opinions, and I'd love to know yours. Thanks a ton, and I'll see you later. Bye. What's up, chat? That wasn't bye for you. That was bye for the video. Okay. I feel like that went pretty well. What time is it? 3 o'clock. All right, let's hop into Limbus. Yeah, it won't be out for a couple weeks, but. The Limbus community can be overbearing? No. Surely not. Surely not. Oh, the second anniversary. Oh, that's tonight. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's start this off really smoothly, okay, gang? First things first. I like this guy. Oh, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm sorry. That's right. Today's Wednesday. I'm so fucked up with the weeks this week. All right. I'd like this jazz, very smooth stuff. No, we'll allow back seating to start. I gotta learn how to play the game, no? So let's talk a little bit about this. Oh, that's cool. You can change all this? Well, I'll go with light blue. All right. So here is what is this? Let's just go one step at a time. What's this stuff? Looks like banners for decoration. Oh. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Company is my roster. Okay, that makes sense. I see. All right. All right. Then, this is currency. This is pull currency. And I've heard it's extremely generous. So don't spend money. We don't use lunacy to pull. I did yesterday. All right. Noted. I just need battle pass. You can craft the characters. Lunacy is safe for limited banners and collabs. Okay. So we just save it. We save it. Okay. What are modules? Oh, it's stamina. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, that's energy. All right. Okay. Then these are the different events, right? I would assume. I know what that is. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. So I pulled yesterday, but I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. So the sinners have different identities. Some are S or whatever. Okay. Okay. So yesterday I pulled, because I wasn't aware of this, and so I got District 20, Euro DV, whatever. I got Assistant Manager, LCCB, the middle little brother. So I'm assuming that those versions are inherently better? 00 and 000. Not always. Well, I already pulled, so it doesn't matter. How would I know I did not get any 3 stars? How would I know if something's better than a base? By testing. I just got a free... you just got a guaranteed 3-star ticket, and there isn't any point in saving those, so you could use that right now. You read the stats. Okay. Look at the IDs as alternatives. Ah, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. This will just take time to learn, so I won't stress too much about any of this stuff. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. Okay. Right. The more words there is on the identity info, the stronger it is, naturally. Have I pulled the 000 ticket? No, I don't know where that is. Okay, wait. All right, so that's that. Drive. This is, of course, where we do things. And there's an event that's separate. These are separate. And then this is where I'm at. I'm at Outcast. No, 1, 2. Okay, so that's where I'm at. Okay. Theater is where I was watching. I was catching up with the prologue because I did it many a while ago. So I did Selva Oscura. So really cool. It was nice to I read it like a book, falling asleep a little bit, but I understood everything. Not because it was boring, but because it was late at night. So now we go to Extract. So I already claimed those a while ago. I already played the tutorial. I had to make sure I liked it, and I do. Krost had mentioned it to me, and obviously people are always coming in for Limbus, so I was naturally... And then Tectone, of all people, was like, I love this, and I was like, oh, okay. All right, so now let's just help me out here. So help me understand what these are. The bottom banner gives you a shirt. Okay. So this would be like your typical targeted extraction. Thanks to her. And so these guys are limited. These are limited. Okay. Standard is standard banner. Okay, this one, I have a banner. Oh, this is a guaranteed 300. Most recent current character. You use it if you lack IDs. Just rate up. Okay. Oh, everything goes into standard. So if I didn't want to do this, I would just constantly do this. They're permanently added. Oh, never. That's what I figured. Okay. Go to dispense so they can see what they need. Oh! Oh, so anything that was in any of these banners, I could eventually grab for whatever currency this is. By farming. Oh, really? So it's not even a gacha. It's just sparking, but how long does it take to... How long does the spark take? Currency is obtained by playing the game, so no FOMO. So it's like as if you went farming for a Warframe. Depends on if you have the battle pass. Well, that's fine. Okay. You can exchange everything except the previous season until next season. So it'd be like one season. Okay, yeah. Okay. You get way more resources if you buy the battle pass, but if you do get an ID worth every week or two. Okay. 3 times faster. The idea behind not pulling with lunacy is that the conversion rate of buying energy with lunacy, grinding, sharding is better than pulling directly. On average, really? It's a game first, gotcha second. I love that idea. Okay. Duplicates of characters. Yeah, so that's like Arknights. Okay. I probably won't farm, it's true. With the time I have. Alright. Okay. So then now, that makes sense. So I only have 490 lunacy because I pulled from this banner because I didn't know. So, what's up, Born? Good to see you. So forgive me. So I'll do this one for a guaranteed 300. Lunacy's easy to get. Okay. All right. Let's here we go. Never pull singles. Oh. I'm good, thank you.
쉴 만큼 쉬었으니까 다시 가볼까? 다들 옷 단단히 여미고.
Rodion? a good one. Ruptured team, okay. All right. Okay, we'll skip this for now. Okay. Okay. And then how many did I get from that? Oops. All right, whatever. Okay, let's go to Sinners. Okay. But so what I don't like is that I can't compare and contrast from this menu. You know what I mean? Like, I assume she's better because of the 3 zeros, but I can't actually tell. This will be updated soon. Oh, okay. All right. Well, if a target's HP is above 50%, deal 10% plus 10% damage. Okay. If the target has 15% rupture, when hit by an attack, take fixed damage by the effect's potency. Then reduce its count by 1. And 3 plus rupture. If target is 15%. Okay. Skills. Count. Rupture count. I hit. I can't. Honestly, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what that means. So, I'm just going to roll with it. Alright. Alright. Let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. We'll figure it out as we go. And just so I understand, that... So this is pride. So theoretically, I would want a team to be built around pride? Or based on a particular sin? Oh, ignore it? Okay, never mind. Ignore affinities. Never mind. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's just... Yeah, alright. Let's just go in. Let's just go in. Yeah, alright, it's fine. Okay, so... Okay, you want a balance. Okay. They're built around satisfaction. Okay. Alright, so this is where I left off last night. Let's dive in. And then I will pick...
즉시 출격하겠습니다.
Can we talk about how gorgeous the Korean language is, by the way?
잘 들어왔네.
재미.
형님과 누님.
Does order number matter? Okay, but for now, no.
모두에게 평등하게.
And are there particular people I should prioritize my more powerful people, I would assume. A lot of bleed stuff. Okay. All right, so I'm good. All right, I'm good.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
Okay. I will voice Dante.
저기 질문이 있네.
Don Quixote suddenly raises her hand.
첫 번째 규칙은 이해했다네.
Oh, okay.
두 번째는
Let's.
무엇인가?
So we've never. I was really impressed by the idea that they all die in the very first episode, and then Dante, our job as this sort of rejoiner, is really interesting to me. Like the fact that then the guy with the bat and the young boy get into a fight, and then, or no, I think Don Quixote actually, he has to then do it again, the manager. And then I found it really sad actually when the little boy dies again, and then the red-eyed guy is like, yo, you gotta do it again. And he's like, fuck. And then he kind of just accepts feeling their pain. I thought that was really cool. Very engaging. So, okay, that was basically it. I enjoyed the premise very much of the idea of, like, that they can hear them in their heads, basically. So that's cool.
아니 그걸 왜 굳이 나서서 물어보는 거야?
Gregor's, like, a little too chill. He kind of pisses me off a little bit because he's so, like, whatever. I don't love that about him. Also, I don't fully understand what Virgilius's, like, purpose is in this just yet, but it's interesting how he's kind of, like, not driving the bus because Chiron is driving the bus, but sort of like, yo, like, let's get it together, you know? Virgilius gives a cold stare to Ryoshu, who had just lit her cigarette. She looked back at him with a peculiar face.
버스 바닥에 담배꽁초 버리지 마. 자국 남으니까.
I can't remember the sinners right now, but I'll keep you posted. Oh, I mean, Ryoshu appeals to me in a certain way. She's very, The bus falls silent again.
잠깐. 버스에 정적이 흐르면 안 되지. 엔진 소리는 어디 갔나? 캐론, 왜 속도를 안 내는 거지?
밥이 없어. 메피가 배고파해.
Karen's a really cool design.
잘 됐군. 분위기를 좀 환기시키지.
Are we dropping by a gas station? The idea of Virgilius casually plugging a fuel nozzle into the bus like an average driver felt alien.
차가 움직이려면 연료가 필요하지. 캐론, 헤드라이트를 깜빡거려봐. 무대 조명처럼.
응, 댄스 타임이야.
I have no problem with Chinese or Japanese, but it's really nice to hear Korean. If I'm honest, it's been. I find the Korean language to be very beautiful. I know a lot of Korean singers actually, a ton of Korean singers, and their language is so interesting to me, and I've really come a long way personally too, because I remember when I went to grad school, it was the first time I was really like immersed with a lot of Koreans and Korean culture. Like in grad school, I discovered like Korean food and bulgogi. And how many of you are like Korean dramas by chance? Have I ever told you how much my mother like only watches Korean dramas? She exclusively watches Korean dramas, exclusively. And my mother is incredibly fond of Rain. Does anybody know Rain? Rain is a pop singer, and she's literally gone to Korea because of Rain, and she is also a huge fan of oh my god, what's that band? What's that? The what's it called? Nation? The oh my god, not One Republic, BTS. Oh man, my mother.
잠깐. 헤드라이트까지 켜면 습격받기 딱 좋은 상황이잖아요.
그걸 노린 거군.
I'll tell you what, I don't really care for Mersault just yet. I like Ishmael. Ishmael is the most like level-headed of the lot so far. Oh shit, that's loud. Hold on.
에이! 가진 거 다 놓고 내려. 30초 준다. 10, 9. 이봐, 20이 빠졌잖아. 그럼 20초 동안은 기도나 하고 있어라.
왜 이렇게 주변에 모자란 사람들이 많은 건지.
She's the Virgo. She's the voice of reason.
뭐라고 했냐?
Oh, Heathcliff was the one that killed the other kid. I don't like Heathcliff either.
비겁하게 습격을 하다니.
Oh wait, isn't I think Don Quixote is no.
자, 다들 내려.
Don't listen to me. I don't know their names yet.
그리고 말이야. 최대한 죽지 않을 만큼만 해줘. 알지?
I appreciate that it moves at a pretty decent pace too. A lot of these games tend to. Okay, all right. So I understand. Okay, that's fine. I'll take max, obviously. So I understand this. I don't fully understand the skills yet, obviously, just because I'm just matching things now. I understand the coins. I know the Don Quixote book, yeah. I understand is the higher number wins, which they just destroyed, so. I didn't mind the tutorial, so now I have 3 of these, which makes it so that it's more powerful because I've matched 3.
길에서 비켜. 시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜. 가진 놈이 시간을 버리도록 하지.
Skills are individually stronger than color matching? What? I thought you had to color match.
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것 같은데. 다들 식량 꺼내.
Oh my god, 57% of damage. Well, that makes sense. She's the... Alright, and then... Oh, it's fringe useful? Oh. It's a small buff? Oh. Oh, that's stupid.
늦겠다. 뛰자.
With a guttural noise, the side of the bus lurches and splits open. A number of human shapes littered the ground before its maw. Some were still conscious, while others weren't exactly in one piece. Then, the bus began devouring those served to it in the most literal sense. Gluttonously, voraciously. Ryoshu watched it with a satisfied expression, seemingly determined to savor every moment. While in the corner of my eye, Sinclair was clearly distressed.
다들 제정신이 아닌 것 같아요.
Ah, Sinclair was the one.
그렇지 않나요?
Oh my god, the bus eats the... Holy fuck, His reaction got me curious to know their stories. Just to make sure, none of you were forced to join, right? Thought what I was involved in before my head's change is a mystery. I myself was practically forced to join the company, judging from what I know at the moment. And maybe they aren't so different from me. Or so I thought when... Oh, gas station. Sinclair's head drooped in response, like I struck a nerve.
그래요. 맞아요. 이건 제 선택이죠.
He's the newest one. He just joined. Center number 11.
그렇지.
Well, no, wouldn't 12. Wow. He muttered as if he was talking to someone other than me.
입사하지 않았어도 했을 일이요. 저기 또 악의 무리가 달려드네.
That's fast. Okay. Okay, so matching is actually not... Oh, they're not chronological.
대답하지마.
시간 끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
대답하지 마.
이 시간을 뿌리도록 하지.
Funny win rate button. Oh, dominating. Unopposed. Dominating.
대답하지 마.
길에서 비켜. 길에서 비켜.
Okay. This is the main motif? Okay, cool.
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것 같은데?
Encephalon
다들 식량
capacity
꺼내.
up. Encephalon must be my stamina, right? Okay.
명단에 있는 놈들 모두 명단이다.
And how long are chapters? Like, are we talking like 7 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, 1 hour, 10 minutes? Okay.
제공되는 식사는
I like Faust, though she's a little bit uptight.
그 정도 먹어서는 기운이 안 난단 말이야.
Oh wow. I thought I heard Heathcliff shout, "You think I'm doing this on a full stomach?" in the distance, but Rhodia seems to pretend she heard nothing. Speaking of, does this bus run on stuff like blood or protein?
엔케팔린이에요. 로보토미 코퍼레이션에서 추출했던 에너지죠.
이전 엘사 말이군요. 특이점으로 에너지를 생산하는 회사라고 들었어요. 엘사가 몰락한 지금은 잔해밖에 남지 않았지만.
Lobotomy Corporation is the previous game.
맞아요. 그래서 지금은 구하기가 꽤 힘들어요. 하지만 메피스토펠레스는 신체에서 엔케팔린을 강제로 추출할 수 있죠.
Mephistopheles is capable of forcibly... Who's Mephistopheles? Oh, never mind. The body? I posed a question, watching Otis give orders to the other sinners, then glancing to the maw of the bus in turn.
네. 엔케팔린은 뇌와 척수신경에서만 추출돼요. 특히나 생명 활동이 있을수록 효율이 좋죠.
Oh, the bus. I'm sorry. From the brain and spinal nerves. So that's why Vergilius told the sinners not to kill the assailants. Okay, and?
그럼 해당 부위만 먹여도 되는 거 아니야? 라디엔, 피와 근육도 연료로 쓰일 수 있어. 엔케팔린이 시동과 추력을 위해서 필요하다면
Chad, are you okay with me, like, as I read, like, are you okay with me pushing the button? Or do you want me to sit? I tend to like to read, listen, and then move. It's how I typically play games, so I just want to make sure we're kind of in alignment. I don't want someone to be like, well, he skips the fucking... I have trauma. I have trauma. Yesterday I was playing a little bit of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, just to like get a start on it, to see if I wanted to eventually stream it. And I was struggling with the first boss, and I was joking with the mods. I was like, yep, this is exactly where the back seating would start.
하이브리드요.
Faust went on to explain how most of the vehicle's fuel is taken from the branch facilities, and that it won't be a sufficient source on its own. But most of it went in one ear and out the other. Well, that's complicated. I got that it's tough work, at least.
뭘요? 파우스트는 고생하지 않는답니다.
I don't mind backseating. In a case like this, I'm really kind of overwhelmed, so like backseating is fine. Backseating actually...
고생은 우리가 하고 있지. 이봐, 관리자 양반, 또 온다고.
You know, the more I think about backseating as like a concept, and I've watched a lot of other people talk about it, kind of don't know that I mind it anymore. Like, I don't love it when people spoil shit, but like if someone's just like, if I say no, if I say backseating welcome, as long as someone's not a dick, then realistically, like it's just like in an effort to help the experience. I've kind of changed my tune a little bit with backseating because it's also so hard to like mitigate. And why should my mods work so hard? You know? And most people don't read the pit comment anyway. What's that? Another bus is incoming? Okay. Yeah, it's true. Favored? Okay, so what does favored mean, chat? Oh, so dominating would be the main one for humans. But what's favored? Ah, I see. Oh, change category. Yes. Can Kremen, are you here? Oh, okay. The text is odd. Hey, buddy. Does it say... Oh, we need to change the title. Hold on one second. I'll change it. First time... I got it. I like that guitar, too. Hold on one sec, guys. Sorry. I got it, Kremen, so I'm sorry. You're working. I can take care of myself. My bad. The brighter in yellow, the better. Okay. So this is interesting. So I'm just going to like talk out loud. So this is interesting. So Tremor, when attacked by skills that trigger Tremor Burst, raise the stagger threshold by the effect's potency. So realistically, if this is the first thing we're doing, I'm just talking out loud, we would want Tremor would stagger, which would allow for more damage and or like more possibility to be like stunned, right? You need someone that can Tremor Burst. Right, so you wouldn't want to Tremor without Tremor Burst. Okay. Are both of those Tremor? Oh yeah, they're both Tremor but different. Oh, interesting. Okay. Poise, gain a potency-based chance to deal critical damage. So this would be separate. This is separate from... So... Okay. I don't really understand the... Well, it's fine. Unopposed. Slothrus? What's that mean? Tremor makes stagger threshold easier to hit, but it needs to be burst first. Alright. Oh, alright. Alright, so basically this team is all over the place. That's what I'm gathering. What I don't understand is how each of these do each of these eventually have to, like, when you connect them with the chain, realistically they should mold into one another, right? You currently have two different skills. S1, S2, skill 3 is only available up to you 3. Okay. Right. So ideally, you're following a sequence. What do I mean? I mean that like you would chain Tremor, or you would train Tremor Burst with Tremor, then bleed to whatever. It's fine. Oh, I see. The more yellow, the better. I see. Okay, synergized teams. Clashing power with the coins. Yeah, the more coins, the better, right? Okay. Alright, well, whatever. Not always. Okay. Okay.
완벽. 생각해보니
Maximize.
보철덩이 발명품으로 고장난
Oh,
윗대가리를
okay. So you
부수는 것
okay? So
같지.
what I said earlier about having
Yeah.
one team within a particular status would be ideal, but not right now, obviously. Okay. Wait, Yuri. Oh, okay. So bus stick. Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so I gain another limit. I get another. Okay, cool. I think I'll pick. I like him, so I'm gonna pick him.
손쉽죠.
어이, 적당히 끝내라. 곧 손님이 방문할 거야.
Status-based teams are not relevant until you already have a few cores, since getting them is a long-term project. Okay. I have enough to do the poll, the 800 one. Virgilius said, poking his head out the window. A guest? Who?
처음으로 가는 던전이니까 길잡이가 필요할 것 같아서요.
저 혹시 림버스 컴퍼니에서 오신 분들 맞나요?
Someone approaches us slowly.
맞나 보네요.
The bus has just about finished its meal, crunching on the last remaining bone chips. Yuri watched and indifferently before introducing herself.
예전 엘사에서 근무했던 유리예요. 잘 부탁합니다.
Why are they just letting her on? By L-Corp, do you mean...
로보토미 코퍼레이션이겠군.
Oh,
네, 우리는 로보토미 코퍼레이션. 구 엘사의 옛 지부들로 향합니다.
저라면 불러도 절대 안 왔을 것 같은데. 추락한 날개라니.
being a
분명 끝이
fallen
좋지
wing.
않았을 텐데요.
무슨 소리야? 날개고 뭐고 돈만 함께라면 뭐든 유쾌한 기억이 된다고.
거기는 아직도 괴물로 득실된다는
So something
소문이
happened
있던데.
and it failed and...
괴물이 아니라 환상체요. 어쨌든 사실이에요. 하지만 더 중요한 것들이 있죠. 지부 가장 깊숙한 곳에 최근에 피어나기 시작한 엘사의 기술의 핵심 정수가 존재해요.
In the deepest reaches of these branches are neoplastic plant-like growths holding the essence of L-Corp's technology.
단테, 며칠 전에 내가 제안했던 걸 기억합니까? 성의를 새기게 해줄 거라고 말했는데. 정수, 황금가지를 모아온다면 그 정도는 어려운 일도 아니게 될 겁니다.
The word aspect still makes my headache. What was I trying to do?
억지로 떠올리려고 할 필요는 없습니다. 그때가 되면 전부 알게 될 테니까요.
I return to slow nod to Faust's I think I like Faust the most because I also love the name the most. Alright, for now I should focus on what I currently know and see. And if it's Lobotomy Corp we're scouring, we might find some we might find some enkephalin too.
아, 그러면 더 이상 사람들을 갈아 넣지 않아도 되겠네요.
거기다가 운이 좋으면 에고까지 얻을 테니 일석삼조네요.
Ego. That's another unknown term that makes my head tilt. But in any case, I seemed rather rude to keep talking to each other when we had a guest on board. And someone else seemed to agree.
유리 씨는 무슨 일 하며 지냈나?
Gregor gave his best shot at making some conversation with a well-meaning smile to put the newest passenger at ease. His brows seemed to twitch due to a lack of practice, but it's no big deal.
내가 보아하니 그대는 해결사일 것 같소. 그들에게서는 모두 고결한 영웅의 냄새가 난다고 하더군.
Have these people all died? Just to reiterate, Like, I mean, yes, in the story, but like, are they dead? No? Okay. Why are they called sinners? Well, yeah, at the beginning, yes. They definitely died at the beginning. We don't know why they're called sinners? Okay. I'll see. Okay. Okay. As Yuri was nodding lightly, I heard Ishmael let out a deep sigh.
어디서 그런 소식을 들었는지 모르겠지만 해결사는 그런 영웅들이 아니에요.
Oh. Oh wait, never mind.
초라한 봉기자의 부질없는 냄새라면 몰라도.
Alright, so they've done some bad shit.
금세 다른 밥벌이 찾는 게 쉽진 않았을 텐데 용케 해냈군.
아직은 계약직이에요.
아하, 굳이 다시 이곳으로 기어들어온 이유도 그거였겠네요. 예전 직장으로 돌아가서 크게 한탕이라도 치면 팀장 자리라도 주겠대요?
실적을 세우면 계약 기간은 늘어날지도 모르죠.
그렇지. 보통 계약직 시절은 실적 하나에 목숨을 걸어야 할 때니까.
Oh, thanks, Pilot. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm definitely intrigued. I was playing it last night, and I said, you know, it'd be awesome since I didn't have anything on the schedule today anymore. I was like, what if I hop into Limbus and just check it out? And I like checked it out for myself. I checked out the prologue, and I was like, or rechecked it out, I guess. And I was like, okay, yeah, actually, this is kind of intriguing. You know, I'm looking. I've been sort of in a non-gotcha mode because, you know, I play. I go through bursts with gotcha games. And I was like, ooh, everyone freaks out about Limbus Company, and the fan base is clearly very voracious. So let me see what this is all about. And to be fair, a lot of the music that I've heard has been very loud and bombastic, and I know I've made that comment on some previous videos that you may have seen. So I was like, okay, let me give this a go. And really seeing Crow's comments just the other day, and then Sanker also had been pushing it, and then also seeing Tectone's comment today about how good whatever Kanto he played was. I was like, I'm also tired of everybody calling it Kanto, and I have to do something to change how people say it. So I am here to tell you it's Kanto, but okay.
그거 참 부질없는 목숨이네요.
어이, 아까부터 왜 이렇게 비꼬는 거야? 뭐가 그렇게 마음에 안 들어?
You were totally fine about it.
글쎄요.
But I won't be playing it for a little while after today because Monster Hunter Wilds comes out Friday. That's gonna be my priority on the channel for at least a hardcore week, maybe more. So I don't want to, you know, I need that's the main priority coming in next week. So just FYI. So today will be a first day, but it'll be other days, but just not too soon. Seemingly unaffected by the abrasive attitude, and I will play the anniversary, yes. Yuri quietly takes an empty seat. Looking back and forth between the two, Gregor returned to his seat as well, scratching his head. Okay, you don't need to log in daily? Okay, that's good to know. Sorry, I'm just...
빨리 베어드는 편이 편할 겁니다, 단테. 가론, 출발하지. 손님께서 자리에 앉았다.
메피페 빵빵 카론도 빵빵.
Okay, let's see.
해보기는 할게요. 안
So when you
되면
have
어쩔
all
수
the
없죠.
team a specific status or sin, would all that be red or blue or green? Like would all this be the same color? No, because they have different skills that you would min max or whatever.
길 좀 막지 마.
그 시간을 뿌리도록 하지.
Oh, okay.
가진 놈들을 털려.
그 정도 각오로 우리 식구를 건드렸나?
길에서 비켜.
Why is it 7 skills? Use different.
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것
오케이.
같은데. 다들 식량 꺼내.
Oh, you get more skill. Okay. Balance and skill colors. Sure.
목표인가요? 손쉽죠.
저 근데 지도는 제게 있는데요. 길은 어떻게 알고 가는 건가요?
Answerless, the bus keeps speeding anyway.
그건 말이지. 감이지.
Intuition. I was just asking. I was curious myself.
네? 분홍머리. 카로나풀 이상한 종이로 막는 이유가 뭐야? 계속 이상한 방향으로 가니까 그렇죠. 이 지도를 보세요. 우리가 가는 쪽은 남동쪽 방향인데.
Karen reluctantly gives the map a cursory glance as she couldn't ignore the thing right in front of her eyes.
마음이 향하는 곳. 그곳에 진짜 길이
Weekly
있을
reset is
수-
in 1 minute. I don't think it's gonna matter for me anyway.
옳소. 우리는 모두 마음이 향하는 곳으로 나아가야만 하네.
그냥 지도 보는 법도 모르는 길치라는 거잖아요.
제가 하고 싶은 말을 대신 해주실 줄이야.
Ishmael's like, bro. Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time, almost like they were in sync.
오, 우리 기사님 친구라도 생겼나 봐.
분홍머리가 계속 제잘거려. 난 길을 알고 있단 말이야. 아니 그러니까 방향이 잘못. 앞에 또 장애물이야. 부릉부릉 할까?
아니 카론, 기다려봐.
Oh, Vroom Vroom is eating them. Oh shit. Okay.
어이! 버스가 근사해 보이는데 나도 좀 타보자.
메피스토 팰레스의 후식 시간이
아.
돌아왔군. 내리지. 아직 밥을 더 먹여야겠어.
Oh my god. Okay. That's funny. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
길에서 비켜.
가진 놈들을
늘 새롭다니까요.
길 좀 막지 마. 시간 끌지 말고. 길에서 비켜.
완전한 침묵.
But so right now all of this is sort of like not very good, right? Because it's all sort of like whatever, right? Like none of this actually aligns with what it needs to be because it's just a hodgepodge of characters that don't really have like synergy, correct? Like I'm not dying or anything, so
그 누구도 볼 수 없어.
Yeah, okay, alright. Hodgepodge gets you through the story. Okay. Is the non-story stuff also fun?
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것 같은데. 다들 식량 꺼내.
Right. The game has almost no other thing besides the story? Oh. Alright, whatever. Oh, I have enough for that poll. Should we do the poll, chat? Okay. So welcome extraction, right? This one? Alright, so people truly play for story. Okay, that's cool. I can fuck with that. Oh, this is good.
내게는 어떤 것도 감출 필요가 없어.
Oh, Yisang 2. Okay. Oh, it's the guy I like.
워프 열차는
황루.
거 생각보다 좁던데요?
악을 청하는 정의의 망치.
Don Quixote, the hammer of justice. Whoa, okay, she's... Okay. So then... Oh, their level resets. Oh, but I could level her up. Right. Okay. It's definitely overwhelming. Cause like, do these guys have more synergy now? I can't tell. I have a tremor burst character. Is that her? Hong Lu is a tank. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, okay. There's tremor burst. Yeah. I'll figure it out as I go. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Where were we? Let's see. Kanto 1. How many Kantos are there? 7?
출발하지. 명단에 있는 놈들 모두 명단이다.
Wait, 7?
카론, 이
It's pretty early.
쪽일까요?
It's not-
쪽일까요?
How long has the game been out?
카로는 두 가지 방향만 알아. 메피의 앞쪽과
Oh my god,
뒤쪽.
she's funny.
지금까지 방향도 모르는 사람이 어떻게 운전기사를 했대요?
Oh, it's only been 2 years.
카론,
Oh, that's why.
그러니까요. 해가 뜨는 쪽이
At the driver's seat, 3 heads gathered together over a map. Well, one of them might have been a slightly different elevation from the others.
꼬맹이, 너도 저기 끼어 있어야 하는 거 아니야?
무례한 소리! 난 어린이가 아니라네! 꼬맹이는 더더욱 아니고!
Watching Don Quixote shake her fists sky high at Rhodia, I noticed a bitter gaze falling upon them out of the corner of my view. I'm starting to think that Yuri girl might have put up with a rough childhood. Gregor turned around to take a glance in my direction, then shook his head and went back to looking at the driver's side with his chin resting on his hand.
편도 아니야. 일단 칼을 줄 수 있으면 전쟁에 참전부터 시키는 둥지도 있었으니까.
The hijinks music is cute. I haven't said much about it because I don't feel like a lot has to be said. I mean, it's like very bouncy and playful, obviously. Like it's there to like make us feel like kind of funny and quirky, right? Like that's, you know, that I don't need to tell you that. There's, well, I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. Nests. A nest was basically the center of a district, if my memory is correct. Sounds like nests used to get into wars with one another in the past. Did that happen often?
아주 없는 일은 아니었지. 관리자 양반, 전쟁에 대해 궁금한 게 많나 봐.
Oh no, I'm not really curious about the details, just gathering info I should know as the manager. As I was about to go on, a glimpse of Gregor's expression I caught from the side stopped me in my tracks. His eyes seemed to be fixed somewhere far more distant than the driver's seat.
그런 자세를 뭐라고 하고 싶은 건 아니야, 관리자 양반. 오히려 좋은 자세 아닐까? 상관의 귀감아닐까 싶은데.
He slowly continued, taking a pack of cigarettes from his pocket.
그래도 개인적으로는 모를 수 있을 때 모르는 게 기회일지도 모른다고 생각해. 일단 알게 되면 다시는 모를 수 없게 될 테니까.
Without another word, he lit his cigarette.
아니요, 방금 저쪽에서 우회전을 했어야죠.
괜찮아요, 카론. 조금만 더 가서 꺾어도 올바른 길로 갈 수 있어요.
아, 기사의 삶은 고단해.
But if she knows where to go, why is Yuri suddenly giving her a problem? And why are they so comfortable just like putting a stranger in the car with them?
지금 더 급한 건 목적지로 가는 길을 아는 것 같네.
Oh, cool.
그렇지, 관리자 양반.
Gregor cackled with cigarette smoke still in his mouth. I was still curious to learn what he'd been through, but he's right that I should focus on the other things for now.
옥신각신을 그쯤 해라. 전방에 다시 적이다.
친구들의 버스에 쳐넣다니 미친 새끼들! 제정신이야? 가만 안 둔다. 버스만 가지려고 했는데 너네도 전부 죽인다.
베르, 연료들이 시끄러워.
Oh, she was
카론,
hired.
2명 이상 시끄러우면 어지러워.
걱정할 필요 없다, 카론. 이제부터 조용해질 테니. 전원 하차.
Oh, okay, she was hired as a guide. I missed that. I don't know why. I was paying attention. Oh, that's a cool outfit.
옆에 있었군. 쓸어주겠네.
I'm surprised she didn't lose that. But are the skills that end up down here? Are they oh thanks Sean. Are they random or can you set them so like I know that they're like, oh wait, she have her ego? Is that what that is? Yeah, yes. No. Oh, random. What's going on with her right now?
이따가 얘기해.
Why should it
배달
look
시간
like
끌면
this?
위험해서.
Oh, okay. That's part of the ID. Oh, that's her unique buff, which is... So it's at 11. Okay, so stack raise min-max speed value. Okay.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
시간 끌지 말고.
자,
그래서 비켜.
Oh, I can see what's coming up ahead. I see. So if there's a trigger here, will the trigger with a tremor? Sorry, if there's tremor here, will tremor burst? Like, does it have to be in front, or can it be where it is as long as it's in the chain? Oh. It hurts her at 30, but how do you get rid of it? You don't. Oh. Well, there's okay, so there's tremor.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
그래서 비켜.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense, I think. Sure.
다시 지도를 보자고요.
Oh.
카론, 딴청 피우면 안 된다니까요.
Looking at the trio arguing over the map once again, a question arose in my mind. By the way, this bus was specifically made for Limbus Company, right?
정확히는 저희들만을 위한 버스라고 해야겠네요.
Isn't that basically what I said?
그게 그 뜻 아니냐고 생각하고 계신 것 같네요.
That's weird. I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Is the clock broken or something?
그 정도는 째깍이지 않아도 알 수 있어요. 파우스트는 모르는 것이 없으니까요.
Anyway, it must have taken a long while to get it out of the oven, especially with that mouth on the side.
예상한 만큼 걸려서 만들었을 뿐이에요.
Oh my god, she's so pedantic. She's downright oppressive to talk to.
파우스트는 천재예요. 도시의 모든 것을 알고 있죠.
어이, 그렇게 뛰어나시다면 저 앞에 가서 길부터 찾아주지 그래. 아까부터 저것들이 시끄러워서 잠을 못 자겠잖아.
파우스트는 오지랖쟁이가 아니에요. 묻는 것에는 대답하지만 묻지도 않은 것을 말하지는 않아요. 그리고 인간이 무언가를 깨닫기 위해 골똘한 고민을 하는 건 가장 즐거운 일이랍니다.
뭘 골똘히 고민을 해봤어야 공감을 하죠.
I saw Heathcliff's grip on the bat tighten, however. With Virgilius casting a glare his way, he clicked his tongue as he crossed his arms and forced his eyes shut. I wonder why they're so vitriolic.
나랑 마음이 꽤 맞는 것 같네, 관리자 양반.
With Gregor's snickers, the bus started again. It's interesting seeing them clash.
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도
Level
될 것 같은데.
3.
다들 식량 꺼내. 늦겠다. 뛰자. 그래. 혹시 저치들과 아는 사이야?
응? 무슨? 이 뒷골목에 내가 아는 얼굴이 있을 리...
Gregor's face goes dark at the moment he looks out the window. bug heads. Unlike the other miscreants we've run into, they were part insectoid.
단테, 머리가 시계라서 다행이야. 저런 거였음 쳐다볼 때마다 헛구역질했을 것 같아.
저거 그레고르씨랑 같은 강화 시술 아니에요?
What?
저런 징그러운 벌레 대가리를 일부러 붙여놓는다고?
가까이 붙지 마. 너한테도 해충병 없는다.
정말이에요?
장난이야. 근데 개그 센스가 이상한 건가?
While Gregor was left scratching his head, the bus made a languishing sound and came to a slow, deflating halt.
과거 쥐사에서는 대부분의 직원들이 그레고르 씨처럼 생체 무기 시술을 받았어요.
Oh, his hand is a
그레고르
bug.
씨 예전
어.
쥐사 출신이었어요? 그때 쥐사라면
No, I haven't read any of the actual source. Well, I actually don't. I don't also know. I don't know how. Well, I mean, I know Don Quixote is a book. I have it over here actually. Ishmael frowned as she remembered something unpleasant, but didn't speak further. I've read Faust. Gregor wore a smile on his mouth, but his hardened eyes were resting downcast, just as a moment
저런
ago.
분들은 평소엔 어디서 주무시는 건가요?
세상에는 하늘을 천장 삼고 별을 조명 삼아 사는 사람들도 많은 법이지.
아, 풍류가 있는 분들이로군요.
I don't think that's what he meant.
보아하니 저들 역시 우리의 여정을 내려야 하지 않겠어?
굳이 날 찝어서 말하는 이유는?
Oh, yeah.
글쎄, 남의 추억을 내 입으로 떠들고 싶진 않은 걸. 앞장서 그레고르. 이유는 네가 잘 알잖아.
What's up, Tom?
고약한 사람이네. 당신.
So this is like a genetic, like a modification, a physical modification. Oh, I see. A group of soldiers with the heads of insects gathered near the bus.
어디 앞장서는 거 별로 안 좋아하는데.
넌 뭐야? 왜 우리랑 같은 팔을 가지고 있지?
검은 낯익은 얼굴인데.
주로 포스터나 잡지에 서식했던 적이 있지.
Gregor? Do you know them from somewhere?
그런 게 중요한 건 아닌 것 같은데요, 관리자님.
신경 쓰이긴 하지만 아무렴 어때? 어쨌든 이 앞으로 못 지나간다.
Oh, Moby Dick and Heathcliff is from, I see, Wuthering Heights.
그런데 이것들은 왜 대놓고 벌레 모습인 채로 다니는 거야? 어린애들은 마주치면 눈물부터 터뜨리겠어. 그렉처럼 티라도 덜 나면 좋잖아?
내가 특이한 케이스야. 대부분은 머리통에 무조건 곤충 부분이 붙어버리거든. 이걸 운이 좋았다고 해야 할지는 모르겠지만.
이유는 모르겠지만 저 사람들 우리가 로보토미 집으로 향하는 걸 막으려는.
이들도 황금 가지를 노리는 거야?
그럴지도. 그 정수를 원하는 자는 널렸으니까. 각각이 바라는 소망도 다양할 테고. 그렇지 않나?
왜 날 쳐다봐? 내가 알 리가 없잖아.
Oh, okay. I get event currency? Okay, so they're looking. Okay.
쓰러지겠네.
다음은 침묵을 남겨주자.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
길에서 비켜. 길에서 비켜.
Jeez. Okay. 3 turns. Now she has speed +1. Okay, cool. When hit by attacks, the trigger tremor burst. Raise the stat. Oh, okay.
가던.
길에서 비켜. 길에서 비켜.
자, 자, 이번은 이쪽으로 모으고.
Oh, thanks, Stringy. What's up? When staggered enemies have extra multiplied damage. Okay, cool.
여유로웠어. 아예
Noted.
여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것 같은데. 다들 식량 꺼내.
학은 제 형태를 갖추지 못하리라. 도착했다. 역시 카로는 길을 알았던 거야. 역시는 무슨 역시예요. 저랑 싱클레어 씨가 양쪽에서 얼마나 고생했는데.
그래도 이제 동남쪽과 동북쪽을 구분할 수 있어서
So this is the old L Corp.
저도 직접 보는 건 처음이네요. 그 일이 있고 나서 시간이 오래 지나진 않았을 텐데요.
세상에, 어떻게 건물이 이 모양일 수가 있죠?
부잣집 도련님한테는 익숙하지 못한 광경인가 보군.
잡담은 그만. 하차한다.
There are people over there.
유리 씨와 같은 사무소의 해결사분들이에요.
Yuri. Okay,
벨사지부에
fixers. They're
이미 몇
experienced
번이나 방문한
explorers.
적이 있는 경험자들이죠.
인사하지. 왼쪽에 있는 분은 홉킨스 씨.
I wonder if
오른쪽에 계시는
Virgilius is based off of like oh yeah, no, that makes complete sense. Dante's companion in the oh cool, from the Dante's Inferno.
붉은 시선님, 직접 만나뵐 수 있어서 정말 영광입니다. 소문으로만 익히 들어왔었는데 이렇게.
저 앞에 허름한 창고 보이지? 안쪽에
Okay, so he's our guide.
계단이 있다. 계단부터는 여기 유리 씨가 맡을 거고.
Wait, aren't the cantos the different regions of hell in the Dante's Inferno?
네.
So each topic, does each canto focuses on one of the layers of hell? Like, oh.
이만하면 되었겠지. 내 동행은 여기까지다.
But it's not a.
버스에서 너희들을 기다리고 있겠어.
Huh? Wait, what?
언제까지고 뒷바라지를 해주고 있을 거라 생각했다면 큰 오산입니다.
Right.
단테.
Right. Yeah, there's 9 circles.
혼자서
of
발
hell.
뻗고 쉬고 있겠다는 건가?
Yeah, I know Charon, yeah.
애당초 내가 동행하면 너희들은 관광하러 내려가는.
한마디로 실컷 쥐어 터지고 썰리고 오라는 거군.
보통 저렇게
So it's not just a
말하면
retelling
항상
of
다른
the
꿍꿍이가
Divine
있던데.
Comedy.
편한 대로 생각해. 특별히 가이드 분까지 붙여줬으니 잘 해내고 오라고.
네, 잘 해내고 오겠습니다. 붉은 시선님.
최선을 다해보긴 할게요.
Not even close. Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was. So what happens if I do win rate?
그 누구도 볼 수 없게. 가끔 놈 시간에 뿌리도록 하지.
Okay. So I win. I win if I do win.
쓰러지겠네.
Oh, okay.
길에서 비켜라.
Is that cheating? Well, I mean, it's there, but I mean, like, it's not like I'm fully understanding. It's not like my team is set up for necessarily success anyway. She's cool. Oh. Win rate will get you pretty far.
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것 같은데. 다들 식량
Leveled
꺼내.
up?
늦겠다. 뛰자.
Basically 90%. Oh, okay.
단테, 잠깐 나 좀 보시죠.
While the team was busy exchanging greetings, Virgilius called me to a secluded place.
미리 말해두자면 저들은 8급 해결사입니다.
Grade 8.
서열이 낮은 심부름꾼이라는 뜻입니다. 저들을 이용은 하되
I can't count on them to deal with everything for us, in other words. I nodded to let him know that I understood his point.
어쩌면 그 버스 안에서 제대로 대화라는 걸 할 수 있는 건 당신분을 모은을 빕니다. 단테.
Vergilius pats my shoulder with a bitter smile before slowly making his way back to the bus. Okay. So we're going down. So we're going back to the Lobotomy Corporation. Did I understand that correctly? Let me see this.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
길에서 비켜.
가던.
자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
A wing of it.
길에서 비켜. 길에서 비켜.
Damn. Okay, she's like really like.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
I like how universally all of you are like, yeah, you'll figure it out. It's really complicated.
적대 세력 반지.
길에서 비켜.
가진 놈들을
길에서 비켜.
그 시간 버리도록 하지.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like an enticing story. It's very compelling.
여유로웠어. 아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도
Oh,
될
it's
것
gonna end on
같은데.
a cliffhanger, I can tell.
다들
Suppress the
식량 꺼내.
dungeon boss. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is... Okay, I see what's happening. Alright. Oops. Oops. Okay. That's what you need. During the final stretch of each chapter, you'll be exploring a dungeon, a branch facility of the former L Corp. Designate the identities who will enter the dungeon with you. You can't adjust the team once you're inside. When you're fully prepared, press enter. Well, I'm going to go with the team I currently have. But I will put... What?
목적지는 호기
I don't know what
많소.
just happened, because... Oh, you take 12 of them. We entered the derelict building of Lobotomy Corporation. As the light goes dim, the dreadful stench from the underground grows stronger.
냄새가 지독해요. 허파 속으로 쓰레기가 막 붙고 있어. 되려 머리가 맑아지는 냄새요.
It winds back to refreshing.
다시 한번 말씀드리지만 이 안에서 죽으면 전투가 끝나도 되살아나지 못해요.
Okay, so we can't resuscitate them.
되살아나?
유행하는 개그인가 봐. 요샌 도시에 무슨 이야기가 떠도는지도 모를 정도가 되어버려.
They seem to have misunderstood us, but seeing as Faust made no comment on it, I decided not to add my input. The sources of this rancid smell were a more pressing concern. Looks like they probably died a long time ago.
정확한 관측이십니다. 시체의 분격에 다다른 것으로 보이는군요.
벌레들이 한창 잔치라도 여는 모양이네.
Ugh.
얼른 서두르자고.
응? 그래. 자기 혹시 벌레?
이건 노파심인데 설마 벌레 시체를 얼굴에 들이대는 유치한 짓은
짠!
하지 않을 거라비. 아이, 저리 치워! 뭐가 이렇게 웃긴 거야?
웃기잖아. 벌레를 무서워하는 게 다른 사람도 아닌 자기일 줄은. 그래, 그렇게 싫었어?
됐어.
Hate must be hate.
거기 장난은 그만 쳐라. 관리자님이 신경 쓰셔야 할 거리를 만들지 말란 말이다.
잠깐. 이 시체는 아직 온기.
공격받은 건 꽤 최근인 듯하구려.
The gloom that had cast over Yuri's face cleared after observing the bodies for a minute.
우리 아니 로보토미 코퍼레이션 직원들은 아니네요.
여긴 이제 금광이나 다름없는 곳이 되어버려서 어중이 떠중이들도 모여든다더군요. 몇몇 해결사나 조직들 사이에선 로보토미 드림이나 엔케팔린 러쉬란 말이 도는 정도니까요.
로드 앤 러쉬. 뭐?
조용히 있다가 기껏 말한다는 게.
그러한 잉글리쉬는 본래의 뜻을 가물하게 만들지 않겠소?
제 말이 그 말이. 이상 씨, 뭔가 말수가 많아진 것 같은데요?
이상하오?
그이는 원래 말수가 적지 않은 사람이에요.
She's like barely talking.
최근에 조금 바뀌었을 뿐.
관찰력이 높은 졸개가 많아지는 건 나쁘지 않은 일이지. 계속 지금의 상태를 유지해줬으면 좋겠군.
마치 그대가 캡틴 같구려. 관리자께서 할 일이라고 보호만.
제가 주제가 넘었습니다, 관리자님.
Frowning as though she were caught off guard, Otis bows to me as she apologizes. No, it's nothing. Let's head down. Most of the corpse's body parts were morphed in bizarre ways. One had a pair of wings protruding through the intestines, and another had a horribly twisted antenna hanging down.
우리가 아까 마주쳤던 자들이랑 비슷해 보이지 않나요?
그 벌레 머리 하고 있던 사람들 말이죠.
조용. 전방에 거수자 포착.
As Otis noted, multiple figures could be seen down the corridor.
거수자? 그 뭐야?
거동 수상자. 적일지도 모른다고.
I'm sure one idea crossed all of our minds. The enigmatic abnormalities that might be roaming this facility, as Faust mentioned. That might be what those shadowy figures are.
마주칠 수밖에 없겠군.
어이, 거기 누구야?
Instead, what we faced was people. It was too early to deem them as fortunate, though. That is fortunate.
이 근방엔 우리들 뿐이라며.
Oh, okay.
입구 쪽에서 처리를 못한 건가? 그새 다른 쥐새끼들이 들어왔나 보군.
어이 벌레들, 아까 그 시체들은 너네 친구들이냐?
시체? 나이 새끼.
잠깐.
어디서 온 찌꺼기들인진 모르겠지만 어차피 너희도 엔케팔린을 챙기러 온 거지. 여기서 한 층만 더 내려가면 손쉽게 엔케팔린을 얻을 수 있어. 거기는 너희에게 양보할게. 서로 챙길 것만 챙기고 고.
알아본 것 같네.
The moment the soldier's eyes landed on Gregor's face, their thin veil of kindness was torn down.
배신자 녀석.
아, 너는 전방에 소속돼 있었나 보네. 어때? 그래도 포스터보다는 실물이 낫지?
헛소리 집어쳐. 내가 너 따위에게 경례를 했었다는 게 역겨우니까.
이런. 실물이 되고 한 것도 아닌데 너무 그러지.
너는 그 가짜는 특혜로 시술 부작용 없이 평범한 사람 행세하며 살아가린 나 아니었어. 이 기만자 새끼야. 우린 전쟁에서 패배하자마자 버려졌.
버려진 건 나도 마찬가지였어. 모든 군인들이 똑같지 않나? 그 중에서도 너희들은 버려진 벌레처럼 살아가기 선택했나 보지?
어이, 적을 도발해서 좋을 건 없지 않은가?
당신도 군 출신이라면 알잖아. 앞에 서 있는 것들과 싸우게 될지 아닐지 정도는.
순순히 보내줄 생각이었는데.
저 배신자 새끼 찌로 잘라 죽여주지.
Mutt meat.
어이없는 새끼들이네. 우리가 엔케팔린을 가져오면 그대로 뒤통수 갈겼을 것들이.
그랬던 거였어요?
밑바닥에 떨어질 대로 떨어진 놈들한테 의리란 게 남아있을 것 같냐? 가진 놈들도 뒤통수를 쳐 때리는 판인데 그럼 말랑한 걸 기대하냐 넌?
Okay, this is the boss. Let's see. Your goal is to reach the last... Oh, okay. The last section of the bottom floor and retrieve the golden bow. The dungeons consist of multiple floors, each rife with events and encounters. Clear the sector at the end of the floor to proceed to the next. Oh. Each sector is connected to one or more paths. You can travel to adjacent sectors by selecting them. It's possible to retrace your... Okay. Sinners don't heal after battle while in dungeons. Sinners with 0 HP are unable to participate. So keep track of their status. Reaching a checkpoint will allow you to fully restore your sinners. After losing a battle, you can reattempt it from the start with whatever living sinners remain on your full team. Cool. Okay.
정리 작업 시작합니다.
Okay.
가도한다.
길에서 비켜.
Damn.
길 좀 막지 마. 시간 끌지 말고.
Okay. So do I need to backtrack? Oh, there's like story. Okay, wait. Gregor lights a cigarette and takes a drag, followed by smoke streaming out from his mouth.
다른 보안업체에 취직을 해도 이것보다는 나았을 텐데요.
평생을 군인으로 살았던 자들이다. 다른 직업으로 새 출발하기엔 적응하고 바뀌어야 할 것들이 너무 많았겠지.
그리고 몰락한 날개 출신이라는 건 엄청난 꼬리표야. 누가 받아주면 미안하다. 내가 생각이 짧았네.
아니에요. G사나 L사나 상황은 비슷했겠죠.
L core, so everything alphabetical.
날개가 부러진다는 건 그만큼 혼란스러운 사건이니까요.
Okay. No need to backtrack. Okay, cool. Okay.
정리 작업
Alright, so
시작합니다.
this is a different monster because it has the monster icon. The fuck is that? In dungeons, you may encounter enemies known as abnormalities. Even among the enemies you may face over your journey, they require the utmost caution and careful decision-making. Each entity such as these require a more meticulous, hands-on approach. Encounters with these enemies are called focused encounters. In regular encounters, you gave command to your sinners by chaining skills from left end of the dashboard to the right. In focused encounters, however, you must select the sinner's skill icon and chain them directly against the abnormality slots. Let us perform a hands-on field exercise. Select a skill from the leftmost column. Chain the selected skill icon to the entity slot. Precisely. Remember, in focus encounters, connect the sinner's skill directly to the enemy's slots. Okay, so please press the gear on the left if you'd like to zoom out of the battle. Okay. Good. Pressing the gear on the left while zoomed in reset your field of view. Once you've selected and connected every available skill to the enemy's skill slots, the gear on the right will activate. Then you can proceed to combat phase. Then, dear manager, please command your sinners so that we may continue in the path. Okay. Alright, it's just healing. Alright, so then I just... Alright. So this is when you would min-max or whatever. Or I could target... Okay, okay. Right. Okay, that's cool. I see. So this is why you'd want to build out your characters. Although things seem pretty good right now, so I'm not stressing it too hard. Damn. Thus ends the basic introduction of focus encounter. Speed, before we continue. Abnormalities often have multiple parts that can be targeted. The speed displayed above their skill slot reflects the speed of their corresponding parts. Abnormalities often have multiple parts that can be targeted. Each part will use skills from the skill slot assigned to them. The skill slot's speed is the same as the speed of the part using them. Speed determines the order of the action. Okay. Unlike in regular encounters, you can select which enemies to target in focus encounters. You can use the centers with higher speed values, right, to determine... Force enemies with lower speed. Okay. Centers with high speed values can force abnormalities with lower speed values to target them instead, resulting in a clash. Centers with lower or equal speed values cannot force abnormalities with higher speed values to target them. Chain the skill of a slower center to a faster abnormality will cause them to conduct an unopposed attack instead of clashing with it. Okay. Centers that are targeted by an abnormality skill, however, can use their skill to clash with them. Okay. I understand that hands-on experience might be the best way to learn. But for now, simply keep in mind that centers with higher speed values can redirect attacks from enemies with lower speed. Okay. So this... Right. Wait, so 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. If your characters are faster, you can choose which enemy. Okay. Where's the number? Is it this one? Oh, wait, no. Which number is it? Sorry. Which number? There's multiple numbers. The 14 above the skill slot, above their head. Oh, 6, 4, 5, 3. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so she's slowest. It's fine. Oh, oops. Oh, I already slipped. All right.
쉽네.
Being faster than what you're trying to, or clashing a skill targeted. Right. Okay.
처음 봐요.
모른다고?
I don't know if that was any good, but it was fun. Hopkins' face quickly turned into a cold frown. It was in such stark contrast to the face he showed before. Vergilius, I shuddered in fright.
우리가 굳이 추락한 날개에 깃털을 준 이유가 뭔지 알지 않나?
Uh-oh.
엘사의 지부의 의뢰를 조금이나마.
Oh, I'm trying to at least understand it.
잘하네. 하급 관리직 출신에게 별로 바라는 것도 없었어. 길었네. 그리고 저 환상체인지 환장체인지 하는 걸
Duplicitous.
어떻게 조져야 할지. 근데 처음 본다는 말이나 하면 우린 어떻게 해야 되는 거냐? 어?
호킨스, 배고파졌어? 살살 좀 해.
유리 씨가 처음 본 게 확실하다면 이 개체는 환상체에서부터
Oh.
비롯된 또 무언가.
그 코퍼레이션이 모든 환상체를 관리하고 있지는
So they
않았을
could be
수도 있어.
abnormalities without a mutation.
유리양이 공부를 소홀히 하지 않았다면 스스로를 탓할 필요도 없을 것이오.
감사합니다.
뭘 간질거리게 입씨름을 하고 있어.
시킨다면 할 뿐이다.
Okay, wait. So I have to fight them now. I like those two are just like, it's time. Okay, I see what's happening here. All right, cool.
정리 작업
All right, let's see.
시작합니다.
Okay. Roll. Can I? Okay, wait. So it's just an attack with 1 damage. -7? Okay. Oh, well, actually I have more than all of them except for... Okay, it's fine. My speed is faster than all of them. Oh, so, okay, so I can do... Does Tremor Burst go before... before Tremor? And does it have to attack the same enemy? Tremor Burst on accumulated. Oh, okay. So you would do the same enemy. Yeah. All right. Okay. There. Oh, I see. So you don't want to do it right away, maybe. All right, that's cool. All right. Wait. Oh, okay. This is
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
okay. Ooh.
자, 진정하세요.
쉽네.
Okay. Okay, so that's... Well, it doesn't matter.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
시간 끌지 말고 이 시간을 버리도록 하지.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
역시 붉은 시선님의 수하들답게.
수아라고?
아이고, 우리 호킨스가 말실수를 해서... 제가... 그런데 왜 이렇게 꾸물럭대는 거야, 호킨스?
Hemorrhoids acting up
치질
again?
다시 도졌어?
무슨 말을 하는 거야? 내가 언제?
Hopkins got up after a bit of dawdling. His pockets were laden with something, but I decided not to bother pointing it out. Uh-oh. It's fast, okay. I like that the post-action stuff isn't so... You can find checkpoints as you explore the dungeon. Your centers will fully heal and reset SP. When your centers die, you'll be bribed. Do note that progress is made. Okay.
뭐 이쯤이면 적당하겠네요.
As I opened the door, Faust suddenly stood before me.
단테, 눈을 감고 어둠 속에 숨어있는 별을 찾아보세요. 너무 찬란하지도 않고 은은하게 드러나고 있는 진리의 별 말이에요.
The star. This one won't hurt, right?
별을 찾는 것만이라면 아프지는 않죠.
Something about the way Faust put that bothered me, but I decided to trust her and block my sight.
다시 눈을 뜨면 까마득했던 별은 당신과 눈을 맞추고 있을 거예요.
That's beautiful. That light is it only visible to me?
아니요. 당신을 통해서 던전이 아니지만 모두가 별을 통해 당신을 통한 혜택을 받을.
그럼 얼른 시계 돌려주세요. 어깨뼈 쪽이 아까부터 탈구된 것 같거든요.
Oh, I see.
돌린다고요? 그 시계 정말 돌릴 수 있는 거였어요?
돌아가기만 하겠어? 엄청 신기한 능력을 가지고 있다고. 유리 씨도 한번 구경해봐.
Will no one recognize the pain I endure? Oh, that's funny. They're like, thank God. Now we won't die. That's.
명단에 있는 놈들 모두 명단.
I'm slightly over level, but that's okay.
아, 상쾌한 기분.
I'm dying here.
그 시계 진짜 신기하네요. 정말 듣도 보도 못한 게...
이 정도면 특이점 수준인데 대체 어떤 날개가 뒤?
Hopkins greedily stared at my head. I really tried to ignore it, but looking at his stuffed pockets again.
단테, 왜 네 머리를 붙잡고 있는 거야?
It's nothing.
파우스티안, 관리자께서 가진 시계는 저들의 목숨을 돌려줄 수는 없어?
시계는 수감자들에게만 동작해요.
Only works for the sinners?
아, 차라리 그게 낫네. 배에 구멍이 숭 났는데 못 죽고 되살아나지면 그게 더 끔찍하잖아? 아니다. 배가 뚫린 거면 운이 좋은 거지. 몇 초 안에 죽으니까.
They're on the payroll, yeah. Huh, wait. Oh, shit. A hard tentacle erupts from the wall and penetrates Aya's abdomen in an instant.
전원, 전투 준비.
내가 말했지. 난 항상 운이
이미 절명했어.
I don't know why she screamed because these two are obviously fucked up.
이럴 때일수록 정신을 똑바로 차려야 하지 않겠어?
일반적인 공격의 형태를 취하고 있지 않네요. 환상체일 가능.
관리자님, 명령을 부탁드립니다.
I felt pity for Yuri. She looked at Aya's corpse and then back to us with tears. Nevertheless, Yuri, Hopkins, and Aya. Those three I can't revive. We have to fight now if we don't want any more casualties.
현명한 판단이십니다.
저 째까기는 소리가 해석이 되는 건가?
Otis gave Hopkins a fiery glare, but soon reminded herself of her priorities and breathed in to shout.
관리자님의 명령이다. 졸개들아! 포위 진영을 구축한다. 목표는 전방의 거수자.
네.
그런데 저걸 잘하고 칭할 수 있는지가 의문이구만.
Slowly encroaching vines, followed by the shadow of a figure that looks to be several times taller than a human. It was approaching, begetting fright unlike any other foe we faced up until now. Okay, cool. This is the boss then. Oh, no. Oh. You may find abnormalities with multiple parts in the dungeons you explore. In such cases, each part will have different resistances and passives and use different skills. We've prepared an abnormality encyclopedia for occasions like this. It lists the resistances, skills, and passives. Okay. Oh wow, +7, +7, +7. And bleed. Alright. Okay. Oops. Oh god. This. Yeah. Me bowl. Alright, so 1, 2, 2, 2. Well, I'm just gonna 1, 1, 2, 2. Wait. Yeah.
가던.
Yeah. Yeah. Two. It's because he's unleveled, that's why. The vines growing on the ground are a hassle. Maybe there'll be a change if I get rid of them. Vines growing on the ground. Oh, okay. I see, so there's HP. Well, it's not really a hassle, to be honest.
가던.
Damn, she hits. Was that 100? Ooh. During focused encounters, you may occasionally be tasked to make key decisions. These require you to choose a sinner or an action based on your current situation. Abnormality's response may vastly differ the choice. Okay, cool. Checks presented by abnormalities have required sin affinity and a threshold to pass. Choose a sinner with the right affinity for a higher likelihood of success. Someone has to pull out these thorny roots, as there is no wound that can remain unearthed. The sinners give each other looks. Being coiled and pierced, sharp pain was something to avoid even in one's dreams. The dry earth must be upturned. Which sinner was up to the task? Oh, everybody. Oh! Oh no, okay. That while the injury may heal, distrust may take deep root in their heart. The effect of entangled roots expired.
간단하죠.
Oh. So now we stack. Okay, so now. Here. 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 Might as well just. Let me try that. I just want to see what happens. Part broken, bitch. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't know. Okay, alright. What was hitting me? Oh, it was the stems. Oh, no, it was the roots. Okay. Alright, let's just, I'm just gonna target every single thing. I don't know if this is right, but. He does no damage. Okay. Oh, I see. So he'll lose because. Oh, I'm doing this wrong because. Well, all right. I'll do it that way. Okay, I see what's happening. So that blocked that hit because. Yeah, because I did. There was more speed on the character. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. See, I like that. I like using my brain like that. That's fun. I don't necessarily know what the attacks do, but it's cool to like be like, oh, well, I have. It's like strategy. It's kind of strategy. Oh, I see. When you target an attack, a little text will pop up hopeless struggling. Oh. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't realize that.
환상체는 함부로 제압하기 힘든
클리포트 억제력 때문이에요.
뭐? 커피포트?
환상체들을 약화시키는 힘이에요. 격리실에서 보다 안전하게 환상체를 관리하기 위해 황금가지를 회수할수록 그 억제력도 점점 약해져 가겠죠.
나중엔 100번을 죽었다 깨어나도 힘들 수 있다는 말이네요.
Yikes. Where did its corpse go anyway? I'm pretty sure the attack did it in.
분명 숨통은 끊어졌습니다. 관리자님의 탁월한 지휘 덕택이죠.
That's right, Otis. That's how you talk to me. It couldn't have disappeared into the sky.
역시 관리자님입니다. 그럴 가능성도
Oh my
배제할
God,
수
what a
없.
simp. Slow down.
아이 너희 눈엔 이 단단해 보이는 지하천장이 안 보이냐?
이쪽을 보세요.
Listless, Yuri pointed at something. The shock of losing Aya must have shaken her badly, but seeing her hold her own and keep her head up, I felt I should let her be and follow along with her for a while. Is that an egg?
환상체의 핵이군요. 적절하게 제압했을 경우 이러한 아래 모양으로 환원되죠.
그리고 부화할 거예요. 이 공간에서 일정 시간이 지난다면요.
뭐? 그런 개 같은 일이.
Yeah, that'll fuck up your day.
이것들이 죽지 않는다는 소리인가요?
환상체는 죽지 않아요. 그래서 엘사의 생산
They
에너지가
can't die?
어마어마했던 거기도 하고요.
Wow.
이 상태의 핵을 격리실에 가져다 놓는 게 제가 하는 일이었는데. 알이 다시 깨어나기 전까지
So it's
림버스
reborn
컴퍼니에는
like a phoenix. It's
이런
crazy.
환상체들을 담당하는 부서가 별도로 있어요. 그들이 회수해 갈 겁니다.
그 애프터 팀이요? 안내받을 때 들었던 기억이 나네요.
그럼 시간 끌지 말고 빨리 부르지 그래.
연락은 메피스토 팰리스에서 가능합니다.
Oh, because they're in...
그렇겠지.
너무 걱정할 필요는 없습니다. 황금가지만 찾는다면
Chat, is every
싫어도
every
넘어갈
story like a continuation of itself, or does it kind of stop when it stops and then it's a new idea? We went down a floor.
이곳을 다시 오게 될 줄 몰랐어요.
Yes, okay.
대체적으로 로보토미 지부들은 여러 개의 층으로 구성이 되어 있어요.
Continuation. Okay.
그리고 각자 층마다
They're not like
주인이
pockets
되는
of a story.
환상체들이
Okay.
존재할 거예요.
어? 아까 그런 게 또 나온다고?
그런 그 전투 정보? 아니 그걸 대체 어떻게 알고 있는 거야?
파우스트는 모든 걸 알고
House knows
있어요.
all. Of course. Classic.
안내에서는 비포팀이 사전 정찰을 한다고 하더라고요.
그냥 네가 관계자라서 하는 것뿐이잖아.
틀린 말을 하진 않았잖아요.
어쨌든 주요 적군이 매층에 하나씩은 존재한다는 거군.
Oh, okay.
등 뒤에 적을 두고서 전진하는 멍청한 일은 할 수 없으니
Sure, we're clear.
결국 그 층의 환상체를 정리해야만 하겠군.
파우스트가 할 말을 앗아가 버렸네요.
말하지 않더라도 의도를 전달할 수 있다면 그
단테.
It's
별을
time
볼
to see
때예요.
the star. I'm your manager, not a scapegoat, you know. For the first 3 turns of battle, inflict 2 bind on all enemies. Ego gift set. Okay. Chad, I have to go. I have to end the stream there. I'm sorry we weren't able to finish Kanto 1. I thought we would since we're on 11 of 11, but I wanted to also, it's saved, so that's okay. We'll have to pick it up. So I guess just to end on a note, you know, I'll tell you my oh, there's one more floor. But looks like 2 more floors. Yeah, 2 more floors. I wouldn't have been able to clear it today anyway. So it's pretty interesting. Oops. Oops, sorry. It should be okay. Hold on, Lucas. Convert your Enco. Okay, I will take care of that. So the visual novel style does bug me a tiny bit. And I'm hoping I'll be able to get past that, because the actual like concepts, like the story as it's presented, is good. And I think actually like worth exploring, right? I do think that it's like very engaging. I find the subject matter interesting. I'm like curious to see where it goes. I think the gameplay actually, like the thing I just did, was really engaging, which I wasn't expecting it to be. So my hope is that as more time goes on, I'll be able to like explore that concept, like how it works and stuff. So I think what I'll probably do in this interim, I think we keep playing it. Loosely, you know, I don't think it's like an everyday thing. I don't think it's like an every week thing even, but I think like we just kind of, you know, we come back to it. It will be, and maybe I'll get super hooked in. Like right now I'm still like sort of like dipping my toe. That said, what I really like is the fact that all of your enthusiasm for it is very valid. And I think like that will be very cool. I like it's cool to like play it and see why you like it so much. The themes of Kanto 3 will be gripping. Yeah, and fine. If we wanna push to Kanto 3, you think it's gonna be daily? I don't know. Yeah, Flinchy. I'm starting up at 5:30 in the morning on Friday. Let's see. I'm very open to it. Let's put it that way. I'm very open to it. I like games where, you know, dailies and weeklies and stuff. I mean, I like MMOs, so I don't see why I wouldn't enjoy this. So I'll be curious to see how the visual novel aspect of this kind of pulls me out or keeps me in. So I definitely liked it. So I think like we'll keep it kind of loose. You know, if we have to come back and I'm like, chat, what do I do? Like, you guys are really cool, so I'm not really concerned about rude people or backseating. Plus, my mods will snipe you really fast. Crows will snipe you really fast if you're disrespectful. So I think we'll leave the backseat doors open. And usually, what happens is I'll ask questions. I'm very much like, hey, what do I do here? What do I do here? So, you know, feel empowered to help. You know, especially when I ask. I'm not one of these people that doesn't ask for help. Like my entire Castlevania stream was just me asking what to do and where to go. So, but so far it was really fun. I mean, there were parts of it that were really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I certainly can't play every day. As far as, there's a Project Moon section of the Discord if you're not a part of the Discord and would like to be. As far as I appreciate that there's little FOMO, and that's one of the reasons why I like a game like Warframe, where it's like, oh, I can either buy the thing or I can just like, you know, take the time and grind the parts and stuff. So that's great. I mean, I really kind of am like moving out of the FOMO section of my life. As you know, I've had plenty of gotcha drama in my day, and sort of the idea of moving away from that and you know, putting my energy into something that's going to also give back to me. Not to say that I don't like Wuthering Waves or Punishing Grey Raven. I really do. I like both those games very much, but for different reasons. Yeah. And as far as Kingdom Hearts is concerned, I'll look into it. I don't know that I have the capacity with March, but part of me is like, we should, because I have never played all of them, or really only half of one or most of one. I can't remember, but March is pretty stacked right now anyway. So, a baw. Anyway, with that being said, let's try to do another 1 or 2 streams of this in March, if that's cool with you. Chat, we'll do 2 more streams of this. I'll try to squeeze it in. You know, Tuesdays next week is impossible because it'll be Monster Hunter every week. every day. It may be the second week of March. I can't guarantee it, just because I'm very excited personally for this game, having played Monster Hunter World when it came out very obsessively. So I will burn out on it, I think. So it's just a question of when. But then there's like the Suikoden remasters are out, and then Xenoblade Chronicles X. I want to stream a bit of those or all of those. So let's just kind of like feel it out. I might save Limbus for like Saturday mornings, because that's like a kind of stream where I'm sort of just doing whatever. So maybe we look at setting that for like maybe 1 or 2 of the Saturdays in March, and just ride the wave with me. You know, maybe we'll stick with it, maybe we won't, but I do want you to know that I'm coming to this with respect. So I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. To the point that I downloaded it on my iPad. I'm kind of pissed I can't keep playing it now because I have to stream it, but that's fine. I don't mind. Okay. Let's see where we land. As far as OST listens, again, I know that Millie doesn't. So Millie is fine with copyright, but the problem is something happens where there's copyright claims. It's unclear because Millie's not the one doing the copyright claims, which is why there's been no Millie. There was one time in between. What was the one? It was the one really famous Limbus piece. It was beautiful. So I'm kind of frustrated. YouTube auto claims. Okay, yeah. In Between Worlds, that's what it was. I have heard it. I wish that I had. I wish that you got to email them. Okay. I really wish that I had saved the video or like put it on Patreon or something. So that was a mistake on my part. So I'm sorry about that. So let's figure it out. I mean, I would like to feature more of this music on the channel. It's just tough because like I don't really do single video reactions as much. But maybe we can find a way to. I don't know. I'm always flexible. So anyway, thanks a ton. Tomorrow you won't see me, and then Friday 5:30 a.m. EST, if that interests you, if you want to play Wilds with me or also just watch, definitely check it out. I'm very excited. I know it may or may not be your game, Limbus Company and Monster Hunter. I'm not sure how much crossover there is, but in any case, it's Studio EIM. Yes, all the other Limbus Company stuff is copyright. It is safe, and in fact, in the next. I'm planning a video where I'm going to end the gacha wars and rank the gacha OSTs. This is a terrible idea. By their rank, and it's going to be awful. It's going to be a terrible video. But it will be very fun. And at the very least, we'll definitely do another gacha video where I will include some Limbus Company. So just stay tuned for that. All right, guys. I will I'll talk to you later. Thanks a ton for hanging out. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.